Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh.
Hey, I'll take it.
14.
I'll take it. 15.
17.
Nice.
2.
16.
Oh.
What do I win?
You get to roll first.
Yeah, you
I don't want to.
You get to.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It helps to boost our video and get more people watching us. This music is very loud, at least on here. Probably not on the video, but it's kind of important that we're able to hear each other, so I'm going to turn it down. Let's see. Also, quick announcement. By the time you see this VOD, we will have started our week-long charity event for Stand Up to Cancer. It starts on August 12th, actually, August 12th, but we will have already run the arena battle. Ooh. So I have no idea how it turned out, but I'm sure it went great.
I
won. But you can continue to make donations, Stand Up to Cancer. The link will be in the VOD details. And also you can scan the little picture that's going to be showing up right below me on the VOD as well. And that will bring you to the campaign, which we'll be keeping open even after the week-long thing is done. So please donate. It is a cause that is personally important to us here at the Dice Dragons Guild, and it's cancer research. Cancer doesn't care who you are.
Cancer sucks.
It does indeed. When you finally awaken, after how long you do not know, you are lying on a makeshift bedroll of furs, and the elf is still there. Light brown, smooth skin, long blonde hair, his eyes locked on yours with a mix of concern and wonder. You try to speak, to convey your gratitude, but your voice fails you. Instead, you hold his gaze, finding solace in the connection between your weary spirits. Loris. He presses his open palm to his chest. Dagon. You feebly attempt to raise your own hand to mimic his gesture, but can barely raise it an inch above the ground. Loris smiles. You feel a tingling sensation floating across your face and blink, your eyes opening to face a dragon just an inch away from your nose. Theratrix. Melpomene is moving. The surveillance team, consisting of a fey, familiar cat, and a 7-day-old spiritual dragon, seemed like simultaneously the best and worst idea your group could have come up with to watch Melpomene, the head of the Starlight Concert Hall and Ayla's mentor. Their task to tail Mel throughout the evening and then get back to you if there was any sign of her leaving. Her hair did, her hooves did, everything did. The last piece of the puzzle was a purple bag loaded with allegedly illicit weapons, armor, and trinkets, which Kethra witnessed in her mousy form while the rest of you performed in various capacities in Seagulled Swiftflower's one-man play within the theater. And so after an evening of bonding and soul-searching, you all found sleep, while Nyx and Theratrix headed down to hang out with the Fey Freeholder. Hours went by, lots of scritches and light conversation over several hours until the light of the woven suns threatened to peek up over the horizon. And then Melpomene stood, gathered her bag, and headed out the door. Going to take a walk with me, Nyx? I won't mind the company of a fellow Fey. For a bit. But I must warn you, it looks like we're going to get a little wet. Nyx followed while Theratrix pretended to sleep. But then they made eye contact just before the door to the office closed. And then Theratrix was on the move, out the door, up the stairs, through the shadows, and into Ayla's room where you all rested, waking each of you quickly, and ending with you, Kai, his breath reminiscent of smoky wood coals. And this is where we start. What are you doing?
Tricks.
He's very close. Of course. Leans back.
Well, I guess our day begins. We have to keep a distance, follow her without being seen.
She probably already knows what we are up to.
If she does, it's best if we're not seen then.
So that we are clear, what exactly is our endgame here?
What we're trying to do is follow her to the portal, to the Feywild, or wherever she's going to take these magic things. Confront her, see what's really going on.
As a reminder from your conversation with Lunu, specifically he asked...
criminal.
Specifically, he asked you to get her to stop blackmailing him. He did tell you that, and of course this is somebody who you've never met, you don't know, but this is what he said. He did tell you to confront her at the portal if you are going to have any chance of having a conversation where she is not able to deny what she is doing, per se.
She was also blackmailing the
painter.
the guy who makes the clothes. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, and
Enrique.
Enrique and Alara, he was how Melpomene found out about Lunu in the first place, conversationally or otherwise. She gave Alara the paints. She had somehow noticed that he was using like crushed up rune stones in his fabrics and accessories. Conversation again. You didn't really get this from Enrique. You got this from Lunu. This information. So, according to Lunu, she figured out that he was using rune stones. Enrique then gave her the information for Lunu, and then she went to Lunu, tracked him, watched him, found out that he was getting illicit rune stones and creating things for other people, and then blackmailed him to do the same for her, where she would turn him in. So Lunu's specific request, in order to give you access to the night market, which is what you went to go speak to him about, was get her to stop, and I will get you access to the night market.
Fuck that guy, I got what I needed.
Your call. So that is your, at least that's the information that you have up to this point is Lunu has requested that you get her to stop. Ayla may also have additional conversation she will want to bring up, given the circumstances.
We'll see.
The DM opens the door. Cuba.
Gets a locksmith to lock it, swallows the key, poops somewhere in the woods. So.
You ever see The Mask?
Oh yeah.
When he comes out of the park and he's like, all the chains on the door and he's like nailing it all shut.
Yep. So that is your a recap of the purpose.
Just 2 days
Just
ago.
what we're doing.
But a month ago or so, right, in real time.
Time dilation fucks with like what you remember and stuff. Yeah.
Just like the Feywild.
And of course, just a reminder, as you've spoken about last time, was, and I'm not saying, I mean, again, totally your call. Just a reminder for you. If you do go into the Feywild,
Game over, we went.
potentially. So that was why Lunu specifically said, maybe talk to her before, because once you go in, we're playing a different game. Not to say you can't.
What if we just push one character in? What if I was like, but I don't want to just like,
You better hope that they get launched forward in time, not back, and prevent that character's birth.
I know, right?
Yeah. I do have a plan if you were to do that. But just as a warning, if you do it.
Everybody's gears just turn like, how can I fuck with this? Everyone was thinking the
my
same.
gears are turning of how the hell do I make sure that I'm not the one that gets pushed in? And I'm like,
I don't think you're
What
the
can
one
I
that
tie
gets
around
lied.
Cuba to make sure Cuba doesn't jump
what
in?
do I have to turn into to make sure that I can yank him out? If he does, what do I have to do? Please, I don't want to go to the Feywild, guys.
I definitely have like I have something, but just as so that you're aware, if you go in, I do not recommend that you just then step back out. Like then now you're going to be in the Feywild, and I will have something for you, but so that you can get out. I would assume that you wouldn't want to be there forever. So
Some of them don't.
so
Stay away from mushroom circles. Well, does anybody have any ways for us to maybe tail her more stealthily?
I can help us pass without a trace.
It might help.
That kind of helps.
I mean, it would help us sneak. She will still see us if we get too close.
Oh yeah.
Well, we have Theratrix and Nyx. Keep closer eyes on her, so we can keep some distance.
Nyx is with her right now.
Can you speak to Nyx?
I can. How far away? Is there like a distance thing on how far
I
me
think
Nyx
it's
and I
a
can
mile.
hear each other?
It's either 100 feet or a mile.
Yeah, I don't think it's very far. But the city is not even a
Say
mile.
a mile inside the
If
city
close
is
enough, I
actually
could be like,
not, is
Nyx,
not
do
bad.
not go in, and where are you?
I think it's actually 100 feet.
I think you said it was a mile for Theratrix.
It is for Theratrix because he's based off of like find steed.
Okay.
But let me just double check.
Oh, because it's a familiar, right? I forget that.
Yeah, Nyx is a Fey familiar.
Yeah, come on, I
Nyx is
feel
trying
like
to
we
join
had a
forces
mile.
with Mel.
Yeah.
So, 100 feet. It's 100 feet for Nyx.
Sorry, I probably can't.
And if they're still in the
He's
building,
supposed to be still in the
Yeah, they
building.
might have gone.
or
Potentially.
like, halfway down the sidewalk.
If I can,
You
if
always
he's
try.
close. Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out to him and be like, "Do not go in the Feywild, Nyx. Do not. There's no bread there. Okay, there's no bread there.
You're telling
The
Nyx
bread
not
eats
to go
you
home.
in the Feywild.
There's no. Hey, we both had a deal. He doesn't want to go back there. So stay away. He's told me many times he doesn't want to go back. And where are you? Can you tell me where you are? What are you close to?
So, I'll say in addition to this, it would be in your best bet would be to look through his eyes as quickly as you can
Let's do that.
so that you can see what he sees.
Let's
So, reaching out next to whoever you're standing close to just to level yourself. You get just a few seconds as you kind of like zip through your eyes, go whatever color they normally would when you do such a thing. Black, white,
Probably all black.
black. And
Creepy.
you see Nyx just pattering down the street. It's dark, but there's all these like bright, beautiful lights around. It is raining outside. You can barely hear it. It's not this loud rain that there was when you all went to sleep. It's a light rain at the moment. And next to him is Melpomene's hooved feet just walking down the street. You do catch a quick glimpse before you are too far away of heading in a south direction. You are familiar with this because you have seen Unity Square, you have seen that the Citadel is right there, so you can see that they appear to be heading towards the south gate, south wall.
Perfect.
And then your connection breaks.
So she would
Gets all pixelated.
because I'll figure later. She was heading towards the south gate. That way.
We should get going.
Did we want to try? How long does that spell last for?
An hour.
Do we want to do that now?
Whenever we have to roll stealth, yeah.
Yeah, if she's heading out the south gate now, let's do it just as we leave.
Okay.
Is there a faster way to get to the south gate? Like, she's probably just casually strolling, but like, can we go down this street and then like run up like a couple of blocks and like kind of
Like the alleys. You're
yeah,
looking
kind
for,
of like
alleys.
get ahead of her so that like we're like peeking around the corner as she gets to the south
It's like
gate.
it's like a video game tailing mission. You gotta follow somebody.
I mean, Kai would be amazing at free running.
There is not a faster way, but you can always run. You can always try to beat her. So you are up at the Starlight Concert Hall. She's heading in this direction. Either way, the Citadel is right there, so you can either go down this way and back around and then try to run down here, or there's no faster way unless you're
Just
going to
running
run.
across the green, just face palming children.
So you can always go faster.
Running across roof taps. And so,
If you feel
rooftops and shit.
confident that she is going to exit from this gate and you want to get there ahead of her.
Is that where we had the fight? The
Nope,
south gate?
you were at the west gate.
The west gate.
I think we should stay behind, not try and get ahead.
Yeah, I suck at this part of video games, so that's a good idea.
Keep our distance. Keth, if you can keep checking in and out with Nyx, make sure we're on the right track.
Everyone, walk and act casual.
All right, you heading out? Okay. So you walk down the stairs out of the beautiful room that Ayla lives in. It's
Probably
quiet
Not after today.
in the theater. The show has been done for many hours. You can only kind of just hear the creaking of wood beams and whatnot. You do see, like, catch a glimpse of Bushy Branch, who's the tabaxi that never talks, but it helps out the janitor stuff and helping with ropes and lights and all of that. Or is just kind of like cleaning things up, and as you all leave, they just kind of look at you. And then goes back to doing what they're doing.
Kai ignores them.
Did you make any rolls, by the way?
I regained them.
Okay.
I'm clear now.
Okay.
Ayla leans over to Eldon and says, "Are you gonna kiss him too?"
Oh, damn!
No.
Kethra to say, you know you want to.
His tongue is rough.
No.
You did not-
No.
His tongue is rough.
I don't want to know how you know that.
As you're walking out, and then you see Bushy Branch just kind of tilts their head at all of you. It's like they are tabaxi with very good hearing.
And Kethra just goes, hey. What's up?
It's
All right.
Makes eye contact with you, Iolite specifically. It's like,
Baxy's like, I listened to some shit. Huh? Goddamn.
so you head out into the rain. It is still a beautiful day. It is warm. For those that have ever been in rain on a tropical island, it really doesn't matter. It is gorgeous. Yeah, you get wet. Who cares? So as you walk through, there are people walking in the streets. It's a light rain. It's just kind of happening. It's not overwhelming. But the skies are completely covered over in this just white, light clouds. As you look across and out across the ocean, you can see that somewhere very far off is where maybe this storm breaks. There might be some light shining down way off in the distance in the ocean, but the clouds are moving in that direction, and you can't really see what's going on to the west. It's moving in an eastern direction. So it looks like it's going to just be a rainy day overall. And as you head through the streets and across the Unity Square You can see the wall of the citadel. The gates are still open. People are still going into that tent, and some of them are clearly taking their names off of the list as you walk by. A new notice board that has been added at the front of the citadel just before you head in where the tent is, and it appears to be one where people are like tacking up jobs and things to get done, that they need mercenary groups or locals. And you see one of the people from the Impenetrable Peace is like tacking up something. Seems
Side quests.
new side quests.
I love side quests like boards. Like in Fallout.
There it is. Yep. It's gonna fill up over there.
Or the Witcher,
Like
yeah.
Witcher 3.
So you all are walking down the roads. Are you checking in with Nyx?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going faster or?
I would say we're going at like a moderate pace.
Speed
Like,
walking.
not running or trotting, but like we're.
A power walk.
It's like we know there's a sale at Macy's, and we gotta get there.
Okay.
You say that at
So-
medium pace.
You all are trying to stay within eye shot
Do
of
what you do with the pizza
Melpomene
delivery guy, yeah.
as well.
I would say we wouldn't want to get any closer
Guess we
than
don't
like.
need-
Like, do you want to be able to see her, or you're just
we
kind
got
I
of?
feel like we have
Probably
Nyx.
not.
We don't
Okay.
really
We got
necessarily have to.
cat sonar.
Like as close as we can, but.
All right, I'll say everybody give me a perception check as you're going, so that you can try to stay out of, like, if you see her, kind of like stop everyone.
16.
Okay.
It's actually 2 16s in a row for me. 16.
18.
Nice.
10.
Okay.
24.
All right.
12.
All right.
Yeah, someone's not into this.
So you,
I got the lowest.
Oh.
Said someone's not into
Yeah.
this.
the dice are telling the story.
It's the story.
So you, as you continue on, Iolite, you're keeping a really good eye out, and at one point you do see Melpomene just rounding a corner to head down on that main road that I named Sun's Blessing Road.
Name
And
the main road. Main road.
you hold everybody back really quickly. At this point, you're able to do like a quick check-in with Nyx, and Nyx is just
Trotting along.
Yeah,
walking down. Every once in a while, Melpomene will stop and just kind of pet Nyx's head, and
Every so many steps does the figure 8 in between.
Between her,
the
yeah,
legs.
between her little
just
hooves.
walking. It's like a little fey connection going on, and you continue forward. Are you trying to be stealthy as you do this?
Yeah,
say
that's
so.
probably
Say
a good idea.
We're not clapping together pots and pans and shit.
I am so great.
Okay. So as you are walking down the road there, keeping an eye out for Melpomene, are you casting your pass without a trace at this point, or
Are we
is this-
making a stealth roll?
I'm going to do stealth a little differently going forward, where you're all going to describe how you're being stealthy, and then I will tell you to make a roll, and we'll see how well you did.
Then yes.
It was a perfect
I
answer.
think I shall.
Because Kai is in all black, he's doing his best to like stay in the overhang into the shadows to try and blend in with the people and the shadows as he's moving forward. Try not to like march in the middle of the street like he's
Okay.
on the cusp.
Are there any stalls on this road? Like people selling stuff?
Yeah. I would say a lot fewer than you'd normally see just because of the rain, but there are some here and there.
You'd have
Just like stopping every once in a while and doing the.
doing that classic like the spy when they at the sunglass hut, they take the sunglasses and try them on, but they're really looking in the mirror, like
Yeah.
behind them.
One of the vendors is like, "Can I help you? Would you like to buy something? What are you here for? What are you looking for? Oh, well, wonderful. I have a customer in the middle of this rain."
Shut up and give me these Ray-Bans.
Just window shopping.
Oh,
It depends. What are they selling? Maybe I'll buy something. I don't know what's on the table.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Try to find something that makes Iolite not fucking mad at me.
Sorry, I kissed
Good
that girl.
Don't kiss sluts in front of everyone.
Viva la
No, I'm a
sluts.
girl's girl. I would never slut shame. It's not her fault.
It's all on him.
It's all
I'm the slut. It's not even me.
Yes, you're the slut.
Fuck the
Yes.
patriarchy.
Exactly.
Textbook
Exactly.
toxic masculinity.
I don't know. What do you want it to be?
Sunglass Hut.
That would be great that there's a
Fine.
sunglass
It's
hut
like
while it's
they're
raining
everywhere.
in the middle
There's
of
an
the city.
alchemist
There's a spirit of
But you
Halloween and
can't
there's
get
a
away from
sunglass
them
hut.
in every mall. They're in every mall.
Alchemist with lip balm, so it's like even worse. 'cause
He'll buy chapstick.
I've got lavender. I've got chamomile. I've got
Blistex
peppermint.
medicated.
I've got.
Give me a pack of gum and Playboy and some rubbers.
All right, so you guys are kind of.
I don't know how many times we used to do that. Going to the store just.
So what's Kethra doing?
Since she's in all black and there's like a little like area of shadows, she's just gonna hide behind Kai because she's short and all black. She's just gonna hide behind Kai, like hi.
So in this city of beautiful bright colors, you definitely don't stand out as
Not at
two
all.
folks wearing all black.
No, just like
hiding
one
in the
now. 'Cause I'm
shadows.
standing behind you.
Definitely not a vampire.
Totally not. Okay.
You know
What
him,
time of
I
day
told
is
you.
it? It's like early in
It
the
is
morning?
like 4:00 in the morning. Yeah,
Okay.
the suns are not yet up, so it's dark anyway. Again, why there would be a sunglass hut at 4:00 in the morning? First customer of
When
the
they do
day.
Early bird gets the worm. Get them good deals.
I'm gonna put my like hood on of my little lightweight cloak thing that I have, and then I'm gonna link arms with Ayla and just walk like I'm a little tipsy, but just like I totally belong here. I'm just not stumbling, not drawing attention to myself, just looking like I'm just normal as can be.
Okay.
I don't know how the thaumaturgy has like.
It's a different every time.
Every time.
So funny.
Thaumaturgy has
Turd McGurky. Turd McTurkey.
it's very vague. Actually, you know what? Only lasts a minute. Never mind. I was gonna say, can I change my hair color and skin color based off using that? It only lasts a minute though. You can change the color of your eyes, so why can't you change the color of your hair or change the color of your skin?
Because there's
It's probably like minor illusion.
yeah,
or
I mean, I would
something
say
like that, so-
like your hair, I could let you do that, but your skin, it's meant to be. It's a cantrip,
Yeah.
so it's there's already disguise self, which is a bigger spell, and then you can
Which I don't have set up right now to show.
I mean, but I mean, you could change your hair color if you wanted, your eye color, your nose shape.
Fucking use this.
Have you ever seen the video where the guy?
could also just walk down the street if you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, I have
Pregnant.
Yes.
Pregnant.
cloak hood up,
Pergagurgagur.
and my tail is wrapped
Pergagurgagur.
around
I want a video of
my waist under my skirt
Okay,
again.
all right. So, and then you're casting Pass Without
You're gonna have
Trace?
to go
Yeah.
through all of
Okay,
it and
so-
edit it all together now.
As you all are walking, you are trying to keep yourself out of the view of Melpomene. She hasn't turned around at any point. I'll have you all make stealth checks as
She
you
so
approach.
knows that we're here.
There's no way she doesn't know
We
we're
had
doing
this.
this.
Yeah.
We had plus 10.
Plus 10, yeah.
17
Plus 10.
plus 10, so yeah, so 15. So I don't get my
14 plus 10.
2 and then
Yeah,
another
24.
24. I love it because I rolled a
15
7.
plus
So
No,
I
I
have a
rolled
plus
5.
7 plus your 10.
Oh,
No, I rolled 5.
what about Theratrix?
15.
No,
Oh, I got
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
21.
30.
Oh,
17.
okay. To be fair,
Oh, she-
Melpomene, honestly, you all have not given her any reason to think that something is going on.
Because there's nothing going on. I don't know why we're following this
I
woman.
just feel like
There's
she
something
knows
definitely
everything.
going on. Something definitely going on.
She's doing
Just say,
perfectly
you-
fine
So for
things,
third
minding
person,
her
I
own
rolled a
damn
15,
business.
that
You haven't
We're
approached
being
her
old
with
nosy,
anything.
going off
Yeah,
of some
that's what I'm saying.
dude's
So,
word.
yeah,
Unless it
15
says-
for-
Clearly has a
I
criminal
mean,
record.
Doesn't have-
you didn't
doesn't
bring
have a
anybody
No
up.
proficiency, yeah.
You didn't
But
talk to her
it was,
about anything.
Plus 1 and then the plus
No.
2.
There's no
Because I know it's a stealth
no
based.
reason for her to really suspect. I mean, Nyx is hanging out with her in Theratrix, but like,
Was
so
it 25 for Theratrix.
okay. So you
26.
continue walking down the road.
This is gonna
Melpomene
cost me
has
my home.
not
This is gonna cost me where I live.
turned around at any
Home
point,
is
and
where
you
your
feel
friends are.
really kind of confident
I hope my
that
friends like living on the street.
She is not looking out for anybody. She's just doing her thing. As she continues on, you eventually see the south gate. That is not one that you all are overly familiar with. Like, you've spoken about it. Iolite and Ayla, you would be familiar with the south gate. South gate down there.
Omar coming.
Omar coming. And you do see Melpomene approach, and as she does, her demeanor changes just slightly, but enough for those that have been hanging out with her to notice, into just a more fluid way of walking and talking and just presenting herself. There's this like aura of confidence. She's always confident, but there's just a little bit extra.
They're like saying like she's getting more comfortable with her Fey accents coming out.
Her Fey accent.
That one that she suppresses when she's in the city.
No, she doesn't suppress it. It's whatever comes out of my mouth in the moment anyway. So she heads over to the gate, and you do see that there are 2 guards there. They appear to be valiant guards based off of the color and the style of their dress. And they just kind of step forward, and you can see them having a conversation. Just before she starts talking to them, actually, she just leans down and says something to Nyx. And you know, like zip in.
Yeah, can I zip in and hear what she says?
Yeah, she. You catch the tail end of her saying.
Yeah.
That's what you say to a cat, right?
That's all she's doing.
Baby talk.
She says, "This is where I leave you." Pats him on the head, and then steps up to the guards. How far away are you all staying? Is this?
I'd have to be within 100 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so around 100 feet.
I'd probably like tell Nyx come back to me.
Okay. So Nyx
Go
turns
to
around.
the left.
I was gonna say, just beeline straight.
He'll smell me out. He's
Fine
fine.
about Rip.
He'll smell out my bag.
Just go to the side and wait. We'll be up there in a minute.
So Nyx turns and heads back, and you'd probably need to get a little bit closer from 100 feet to see anything else, but if you just want to stay there, I'll tell you what you see.
I think we should probably stay there.
Okay. So you see her having some kind of conversation with these 2 guards. They chat for really 30 to 45 seconds. Laughter, head thrown back, hand on the shoulder. Lots of touching and smiling, at least from what you can tell being that far back. And then the guards do step back and let her go through the gate.
This is a new thing, right? Like, the gates until recently have never been guarded.
Yes, this is a new thing. Definitely, that's something that you would pick up on Ayla and Iolite, is the gates never. There was no reason. There might have been guards hanging around, but not in a,
Where are you going?
yeah, where are you going, why are you going there type thing.
Were we given any paperwork or some sort of thing since we were drafted, other than, like, our coupons for
You
the
are just a
military hardware
mercenary
store?
group. Nope, you're just mercenaries.
So we have no way of proving that.
Your name is in a book.
We didn't use the new fake name that I don't like. What was it?
The woven
We didn't say
fates.
who
Yeah,
sent
that's the
us.
It's okay. It'll grow on you.
No.
No, trust me. It
Look, we
does.
suffered with bums of greenness for 3 years.
And it
I
grows
will
on you.
suffer with something far not as funny, but
But way better. It's okay.
All right, so Melpomene disappears through the gate, and the guards just go back to being underneath this, like, awning thing that's covering them from the rain. What are you doing?
Moving forward.
well, we should probably give her a few moments. And this is new. We do not have gates with guards asking where we are going. So
Well, that's fine. We're working for Stoneforge.
that is, yes, but we'll have to tell them.
And we'll tell them we're working for Stoneforge. If they have questions, they can ask him. They're soldiers. They respect the chain of command. They don't want to step on toes.
I wouldn't know. Let's count to 10 and then move.
1.
Poor Eldon's like,
All right, so you give it 10 seconds and then begin heading down the road. Takes you a minute or so to make your way towards the gate, and as you do, the valiant soldiers see you, and they just, one of them steps forward to the whole group and just says, "Sorry, real dangerous out there. How can we help you?"
We are the Woven Sons. We have business.
The Woven Fates.
That, yes.
When you say the Woven Sons, the one guard is like,
I was
looking at
thinking-
the other one.
We are God, part ways.
And they actually just kind of laugh a little bit, like, "Oh, I thought you." I haven't always heard from the Sons in what, 300 years? Could be, right? And they like laugh
One
at each
never
other.
knows.
Interesting shapes to take on 5, you know. Well, there's only 2 of you, right? Is it just the 2 of you? 2 of you out of the 5 are the Sons?
Yes, the rest are the moons.
Well, we're missing 2 more, aren't we? Where's the other 2?
Eldon's gonna point to Theratrix and Nyx.
Ah, perfect sense. Who are the twins here? Which ones are the twins?
He's gonna point again to
Theratrix
Theratrix
and
and Nyx.
That makes sense, given little tricksters they are. So,
We have business, as you know, slaying the creatures and whatnot.
woven fates, you said?
Yes.
Yes, you can check with Commander Stoneforge.
Carlisle.
We have to go.
Woven fates. Look them up. And you see the other one kind of turns around and goes over, disappears into a doorway that's built into the wall. And the other one's like, "Yeah, so out in the rain and everything. That's real dedication."
Must make the realm safe.
He kind of like leans in and looks at you. I recognize that voice.
No, you don't.
Isn't it? Looks at you too. It's been a little while, but looks over. There's a wet poster of Ayla in a pose.
Just like it's all like sliding down.
It's like, "Are you Ayla Myrea?"
No.
Make a deception check.
Guidance.
What's that, a +4?
Yeah, +4.
I pull her hood down a little more.
Not suspicious at all.
No.
God damn
I'm
already.
gonna save that. I'm gonna save it.
You're saving?
Yeah, because
You can always take a hardship. But you can use your inspired action to inspire yourself and take an inspired action, but then you can always take a hardship later and get it back. So it's not a one and done thing. It's just you gotta trade off.
Anyways. that's
Perfect for taking a hardship that sets back what? Something in your
It's
story.
something that's happening.
Perfect for you,
or...
since you usually just don't be playing and not giving a fuck about it anyways.
That's an 8.
Okay. Just leans in. Goes, "Oh, Ayla Myrea. Beautiful job. The last time it's been a while since I saw you. Wasn't the last time you did a performance? It was like 3-4 weeks ago now.
Yes.
I was lucky enough to go.
I'm glad they give you the time off.
Oh yeah, it's really, I mean, there was pretty much nothing to do here before. All we did was go to shows and we hung out at the square, and it was a lot better before. A lot better before.
Yes. We really must be on our way.
Oh, I get it. But Carlisle's just checking the book. So is this your new roving band? Wait, you said that you're working on something for Commander.
Yes.
Hi. It won't be in your book. We have to leave.
I thought you just said it would be in my book. Carlisle comes out, like, nothing about any woven fates.
Well, I don't know
But
how
we
often
did
you
have-
update the book.
Some names. Did you give a fake name?
No, I think
No.
one of you did, but I don't think
Oh yeah, it was Kethra's gift.
Yeah, I did.
But I doubt Stoneforge took that fake name, seeing as how he already knows.
He crossed it out. But her actual name.
And the other
With, like,
guard
a
turns
unsmiling-
to the Carlisle guard and is like, "This is Ayla Myrea right here." And Carlisle's like, "Oh, I mean, I saw that name in there."
I needed Sunglass Hut.
Those
the
big
big Gucci fucking
the giant ones.
I didn't realize you were part of a mercenary group. I saw the name. I thought it was someone playing a trick on us.
Yes, the things we do for our.
Yeah.
You really must be going. though.
Yes.
I don't mean to cut this short, but if you'd like to speak to my amazing Ayla, perhaps tonight, the Star-Lord, the Starlight Concert Hall. After her performance, she can answer all your questions, but we really must be going.
Oh, we don't have any tickets for tonight. Can we get in?
We will make sure you have seats.
She'll leave your names at the gate.
Oh, okay.
It
Well,
was Carlisle and
Carlisle and
Frank.
Samsonite.
Samsonite.
Samsonite. I was way off. Oh, good old Dumb and Dumber. Can't remember the
I did
exact
see
quote, but-
them both on a TikTok today, so that's probably why that came out.
Is the other one's name Lloyd? Lloyd Christmas?
Lloyd Carlisle.
Lloyd Carlisle.
Yeah, all right. That sounds like a deal.
Thank
It's
you.
very dangerous out there.
We know. And Kai just like puts a hand on him and walks by.
Well,
You're
Be
doing
careful.
an excellent job with security and all that.
we want to make sure that no kids, go running out the gate or little old ladies. We've got some,
Eldon's
We've
gonna
start-
follow Kai and walk right past him.
started putting up the. Oh yeah, shit. That's annoying on the video.
I just realized.
Yeah, that should not be on in general. They are still talking to you as
we're walking.
You're just gonna keep going. Okay. Well, just be careful out there. There's another gate, but we're building out a new wall.
Kai
Just head
hasn't
down the-
even turned around.
Head down
at
the
all.
road. Just be careful.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
These are the two scout troopers in the Mandalorian.
All right. I need you to make perception checks to see if you can find Melpomene. As you head through the rain, kind of blocking some of what you can
Oh,
see.
fuck you.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
22.
All right.
7.
3.
Okay.
Eldon's too busy looking at Iolite. I'm sorry.
With his 3 new pairs of sunglasses stacked one on top of the other.
Some crazy bifocals that like zooms in.
He's got the ones that like flip up and come back down.
Oops.
Third one.
I'm going what?
You rolled a
Third
nine.
one today?
Did you put that in the jail?
Of course I put it in the
Was that a 3 or a natural 1?
That's a natural 1, making it a 3.
Okay. So you just barely, with your group check and the natural 1, catch a glimpse of who you believe to be Melpomene heading down the road. Just kind of walking, sauntering a little bit more quickly because once you start getting down the road here, they've cleared out a lot of the jungle that was close to any of these houses. And once you exit the gate, there are a number of houses and buildings here. There are stables. There are still a couple of little alleyways and roads as you're exiting, and you can see that they are building and have built the basics of another makeshift wall that they're going to be surrounding this part of the city, the South Ward. And she's heading through that, but as you get out that way, the jungle, there's not a lot of cover. You're going to have to like run across to get into where the jungle is. And this area of the jungle of the island in general is just not as thickly settled as the Sleeping Wilds are. So while all of the jungle is considered the Sleeping Wilds, there is a heavy, thick part that nobody really goes into. Here it's been a little bit less populated by trees and dense forestry and whatnot. So she begins kind of darting into the jungle. Are you moving stealthily?
Let's see.
Stealthy
Probably
is
should.
slower.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yes. Say it's raining. The jungle sounds like. As long as we're not.
But
No.
if she sees us with blown, like she cannot see us.
All right.
Like I said, this is the part of the video game I'm not good at. Like we would have lost right there at this part. Like she'd be gone and it'd be like, all right, you have to wait until the next time.
Sprint.
How far away was she from us, roughly?
At this point, probably, given how long you chatted with those guards, 150-ish feet.
When we're
I think we should move a little quickly until we get closer.
So you don't want to stealth.
Not yet.
So what are we? Are we jogging?
No, you can just walk, normally.
Just like stealth is like slower than normal walking pace.
Mhm.
It's just regular walking.
All right.
if we come within 90 feet of her at any point, could you just let me know? I'm not sure, like, the distance.
That'll be up to you all, how close you want to be.
I mean, I think we wanted to get at least within 100 feet of her, so that Nyx or how long?
They're
the
just a
distance?
mile, so
Oh,
it's
he's a
fine.
mile, so.
But his stealth was not great last time, so Eldon's keeping him close.
Right. So you follow and watch as she goes into the jungle and kind of hang back enough that another couple of, I guess like another minute or so goes by before you find yourselves going into the jungle as well. And
there's no one else on this road besides us and her, correct?
you saw some folks kind of, as people are waking up, like in that South Ward area.
I meant on this outside of the walls road.
It's like these.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like a little village.
it
like
keeps
outside.
like going
yeah,
down.
I thought we were down here already or something.
Yeah, you would go past it. There's a new wall that's kind of being built around this area.
Okay.
So as you exit there, no, not at this point. It's early in the morning. It's raining. You're the only ones out there.
Okay. Just trying to gauge how we can play it off. If she like turned and just saw a bunch of people.
5 people. Okay. So you continue through. Oops, I'm turning. Ugh, I don't want there to be any sound on this one. Jesus Christ.
The past couple sessions, I've been super fidgety with my hands, so I've been grabbing my die and doing this and like watching the swirl. I usually never had a.
You continue through.
Yeah.
And once you enter into the green jungle with the rain falling down, it's not entirely obvious. Like, she actually veers off of the road and goes into the jungle, not along the road. So when you see her enter, she's immediately off the path. So I'm going to need you to make whoever is there anyone proficient in survival?
Half proficient.
I'm a ranger, but the answer is no.
Okay.
It wouldn't. He's not a jungle guy, anyways.
Okay.
Proficient.
I would say 2 of you can make survival checks, or somebody can do so with advantage.
I mean, you want to do it?
You
Or you wanna do it with
both, or you want to
advantage?
do each? That's
I'll
up to you.
help you. Therefore, that'll be like the excuse for giving the advantage.
Can I guide you?
Oh,
Guidance.
okay. All
I
right.
think so.
Oh, okay. Are we?
So guidance works for a minute, so you would get you can, but it's not going to be, let's see what you roll.
Well, okay.
You can still roll. You can get the guidance, but The excuse for
Roll
the
with
advantage is like I'm helping, right? Because that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's like
he
I'm
would
helping
roll.
him.
Yeah,
So no
you're giving the
advantage?
help action. It's advantage
Plus
plus
the guy.
So like we're looking at the mud
Roll with him.
together.
yeah.
Go.
I mean, you'd think that there'd be really
Yeah, throw it off
distinctive
because this is my way.
prints
Yeah.
having
like the
satyr hooves,
She's big. She has red hair.
but even just the footprints.
Yeah.
16.
You ever see a horse footprint sink in the mud?
You got advantage, so you get to re-roll a d20, don't you?
You roll them both at the same
Oh,
time.
you roll them at the same time.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah.
And your entity guidance.
So, yeah, not too difficult as you head in immediately and see that this is very loud. That, yes, her hooves, her hoof prints, and the, actually, I like this sound.
Oh, it's
For the
tripping me out. I thought
background.
it was a still photo and it's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Is this from that guy that
Yeah.
a few weeks ago showed us?
Benno's
Yeah.
battle maps.
She showed us a
That
whole
is
really
cool.
bunch of cool
Yeah.
ones with like water and a
No, I
ship.
thought I was having a stroke because I saw that thing
Yeah.
moving. Yeah.
Wobbling.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
really
like,
subtle.
Full screen mode. I can't see.
My eyes aren't good enough.
There you go. Anyway,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yes, you are able to pick up on. You see like her hoof tracks and little like a string of hair that's like stuck in a branch or something that came out. And yeah, you head into the jungle. You feel pretty good about the fact that you're on her trail.
We did it, guys.
We're doing it.
Are you keeping Nyx and Theratrix with you at this time, or
I'm gonna pick Nyx up and put him in my bag.
okay? All right.
Yeah, he'll be. It's Pass Without a Trace is what, 30 feet, I think, the range?
Within 30 feet.
Yep.
So he's not on my shoulder, but he's like going. The tree branches, I'm assuming, like that are kind of like. So he's still close, but he's like working his way through the branches.
Flying squirreling it.
Kind of, yeah. Pretty much, that's a good way to put it. But still within that 30 feet of the Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So, I will have you roll. Actually, I just rolled it. A stealth check as you continue through the jungle. One for Theratrix as well, since he is separated from you.
Ooh.
16.
I think we're gonna do this because this was really bad.
Even with plus 10? Are we still bad?
Okay, you get a plus.
No, I still get that. I don't even know if that's still worth it because that was pretty bad.
It's always worth it.
It was 15. I'll take it.
Okay.
16 for me and a 28 for Theratrix.
Okay.
Wish that was flipped, but you know.
Thank God for that plus 10, or
I
I would
know.
have been giving us all away.
See 34? Nice.
21.
Okay.
26.
All right. You feel very confident as you're passing through these branches, pushing them aside. The rain is still falling. It's not overwhelming, but after about an hour of going through, the suns are up, but you can see that the sunlight is covered by the clouds. Like, it's daytime now, but it's going to be one of those days. And you're feeling not awesome in this rain. Like, at first, it's one of those things where it's really cooling and it's nice.
Then your socks get wet.
Then you start to get wet and you're kind
And
of
when your
squelching.
socks get wet, everything goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
That's like the fucking worst.
I'm awake before noon. I didn't have my mimosa.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have hose too, right?
No.
Ah.
That's gross.
I thought tieflings had hooves.
They can.
They can or they don't, yeah.
I was gonna say, because I can imagine you like stepping in Mel's like footprints, like matching it.
So you continue through, yeah, and you're not. This is at a point about an hour in where it's like, this is not
This
great.
sucks.
This is not fun. You're still tracking her, and she's still making pretty good headway. You get the sense, having been from this island, and actually the south gate is where you would come in from Summerland. This is the direction to head to your home. And when your people do come up from their home,
They take the road though.
they do take the road, yes. So you think that you've headed somewhere in this direction, where normally you would take the south running road towards Summerland, Briarburn. And it's about this time that you do come up to Emerald Run, the river that cuts across, breaking free of the Bena River that travels from Mount Yamari across the island, letting out just to within, or just to the north of Mosswick. Emerald Run breaks down to the south, and then at Briarburn/Summerland, it breaks again into Carnelian Run, which runs down to the south, while Emerald Run continues.
Sorry, buddy, I don't really crowd you.
He just puts his head on your shoulder.
And so you come to this river, and you can see it's not a very big river, not like at the head of the Bena River where you all, it's like a 3/4 of a mile long and it takes a long time to get across. This is only maybe 300 or so feet at most, probably less, at the particular area that you're at. And it kind of breaks. You can see the shore, like a sandy shore that leads into the river. And you do...
Is it slow moving or?
It's kind of a medium run right now, given that the rain is happening. It doesn't look overly treacherous where you are, and you do see these hoof prints that kind of disappear into the water. And I'm gonna let you make the perception check because you've been having the best luck. And
Oh boy, you just
Like, I
you
can't
just
afford
killed
for
it
you
now.
to fuck this up.
and Kethra as well, because you have the highest passive.
You both can
perception.
guide yourself.
Guide each
Oh,
other.
I'll
as
guide
you do it.
myself. Guide each other. That's a great idea. All right. I had a 4, right?
As you're scanning to try to figure out.
12. Perceptions.
That wasn't a lot of happy noises. That I just heard.
What's that? It wasn't A.
Plus 12 plus 4.
There was a lot of forced exhalations.
24.
No,
Okay.
Just
all right.
16.
16 and a
That's
24.
deceptive.
Poker face.
You just catch, as you're both, the two of you scanning across the river, you just kind of barely catch this flash of like what appears to be red hair disappearing onto the other side. But you also see on the side that you're on this overturned boat. Looks to be like a rowboat over on the edge of the beach where you're at. Kind of slightly hidden underneath some green brush.
On
but
our side?
On your side.
Oh, I thought you were saying on
How
her
far
side.
across
like
is
those
it?
little-
Did you say?
It's about hard to gauge, but probably between 200 and 300 feet.
Oh, that's pretty far.
We should move a little faster.
How do I know how deep it is, or can we guess how deep it is by looking at it?
You can't guess by looking at it, and especially in the rain. And this river has some areas it's really shallow, some other areas it's really deep. It's hard to tell.
Deep enough to need a boat. Apparently.
How many people can fit on the boat?
So the boat is underneath a bunch of brush at the moment.
Eldon would probably go set to drag it out.
Okay.
Kyle, help him.
Where are the rest of you while that's happening?
The lady's relaxing on the beach, apparently.
On the shore.
Okay.
I'm looking for rocks.
I'm looking up and down the river.
Okay.
The other girls are like, that. Moving a boat, that's man's work.
I want no part of that.
So you head over to the boat and begin clearing away the brush. And as you reach down and grab it, the two of you,
Oh. The halfling comes
You-
out and goes, "This is my home!"
It's a mimic.
you feel your hands stick to it.
Shit, it is a mimic.
What?
What?
And there's a moment where like you go to like lift your hands away, the two of you, and your hands are not moving. They are stuck. And then you look at this, and it makes 2 attacks against you as these pseudopods shoot out from the side.
God.
And it's going to make 1 attack
Crafty
against...
and hellboat.
1 attack against...
This is what happens when you try to steal someone's fucking boat.
This is important.
1
like
attack
the
against
hellboat.
Eldon and 1 attack against... 1 attack against Kai, and these both have advantage because you are currently grappled as you are stuck.
God.
That's a natural 20
No.
against Eldon.
You're dead.
Silvery barbs.
You are you copying my spells?
It's possible that when I took my, what is that called, feat, I may have copied some of the spells because I love her so much.
So this is going to be a surprise.
Oh, so I can't silvery barbs.
You can't silver
I'll
barbs
save it.
for this first round because you guys are completely...
We're like not.
Yeah, I
You're
would
not
not
paying
suspect that the
attention.
boat is currently like
Right.
biting them.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then a
Right.
22 to hit Kai.
That definitely hits.
And you are going to take... Get my d8s. 8s? D8s? Eldon, you take 18 points of... nope, I'm sorry. 23 points of bludgeoning damage as the pseudopod slams against you.
Time to limp back home.
Oh, and then, sorry, the pseudopod was against you, and then the bite is against, fucking... Kai, goddamn it. Kai, you take 15 points of piercing damage, and
But I take more and you got the crit? Oh my god.
8 points of acid damage. Yeah.
Is that
As, like,
Yikes.
you watch this creature just kind of morph out of the boat. The boat just suddenly, like, literally comes alive.
Stands up.
It is, as
Can't think
you
of a more
hold on,
terrifying
and
sentence and the boat stood up.
and you watch the mouth just like come forward, and it's doesn't quite sink its teeth into Kai, but as you're able to like kind of pull yourself out of the way, but then the acid splashes on your skin and you start to yell. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Never trust a boat again.
Oh, you might want to use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you
Did
might
you
wanna
roll
use
one
that.
also?
I did.
I'm gonna re-roll mine too.
Also,
I rolled a 1 as well.
Oh, nope.
I'm re-rolling mine.
Nope,
She
nope.
comes back from
Not
behind
much
and
better.
pushes on the side. Stop following me, bitches!
Don't kill my pet hellboat.
My elbow.
It'll be at the top. If you scroll up, it'll be at the top. It says initiative. +2. Ooh, I like that. That seemed like it almost seamlessly faded in.
okay. Do we want a visual of this?
Here's a boat with teeth!
I think it's really good.
Especially
Oh,
for like
that is
2.5 minute setup.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay.
We even have a rock in the water.
Alright,
Come
so
on,
where
the detail.
Rocky.
The
is
attention
this
to
where
detail.
everyone is?
I mean,
I would be.
Yeah, we have to be there, so.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was looking for pebbles.
Okay.
Most likely, like right above here, and I have next right there.
Right.
I'll do that a little bit more proper.
More properly.
Okay. I do not have my new initiative tracker.
I'm looking and everyone's like, just no one's taking a picture. And then I look at that thing and I like zoom in on Cuba. Like,
That's perfect.
what a ham.
Okay. Let me get my stats up.
Sorry, I like to Just like wide shots, and then I'll like edit it all down.
That's what I was thinking.
She's looking at me laughing.
Not you. No, I got something evil up my sleeve, so it's okay. Not towards anyone, though.
Oh, I need to stand up. All right. So 0 to 5, or less than 0 is the thing. So.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
5 to 10.
10.
10.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Our lowest is 10. That's good. That's
10 to
good.
15.
14.
14. Oh wow. Okay.
This is good. This is good.
All right.
All right. Who's next? Who?
16.
16. Are we rolling? Or do we
I
roll?
think you have the higher dex than me.
Okay.
Fine.
So Kai is a 16. Eldon. What about? Oh, Theratrix goes on your turn. And then what did Ayla get?
gonna be
19.
isn't it? Awesome. I keep forgetting that
All
thing's
right.
there, and I say things that I shouldn't. So someone's gonna hear my boobs are falling out.
Now everyone's gonna hear it.
Yeah, now everyone knows exactly what I said. So there's
See, it was an
no
Easter
di-
egg
now
now.
there's no dispute.
Now it's right
There's
up
no
there.
dispute. I had a boob fallout. Sorry,
Kethra or you?
me. I was sitting here and I was like, I moved, and I must have moved my bralette wrong. And I was like, oops. Jesus, ladies,
Scoop it back in.
just tuck it back up.
Okay. Well, this creature goes first.
Oh shit!
Well,
So
Cute.
it is going
You
to.
might be going down.
Yeah,
You might be going down.
I got hit worse than you, and you got hit crit.
Guys, stop it. Don't do that.
This is why
It is
chivalry is
going-
dead.
This is why
This is what killed chivalry.
we need a
fucking mimic
question.
hellboats.
We need a question a boat in the jungle where no one travels.
And you, Izzy wonders why we're so hesitant.
Oh, I know why.
I wasn't gonna touch that.
I
fucking
only
boat.
just recently became a DM. I was a player for 30 years.
What's really gonna fuck with us is when we win this battle and then get across, and then the other boat that Mel took is also a mimic, but it's a pet mimic of hers.
18 to hit Eldon.
That don't get me.
And a 15 to hit Kai.
Shield.
Okay.
I don't have shield.
That was a bite, so that was a good call. As it smacks you again, Eldon, with the pseudopod, it just slams against the side of you for
Right in my
Shit.
scaly bits.
20 points.
It's a
of
sentence I
bludgeoning
never thought I'd say.
Holy shit!
20 fucking points.
Oh, you had a good couple hours
Eldon's
where you
not
were
looking
feeling
good.
good there.
No, I
you
still
still
had
have
a
1
minus
hour?
2. I still had
You
a
still have
minus 2.
minus
I
2?
was gonna say,
Wait,
yeah,
you don't
you
get
still
rid of
have
that when you
minus
take a long
2
rest?
every
Yeah,
time,
oh,
don't you?
yep.
Long rest doesn't get rid of those?
It only gets rid of
Only one.
Only one
Oh
at a
my
time.
god.
Yeah.
It used to be in the old rules, it got rid of them all, didn't it?
No, it's one.
It was always
Great-
brutal.
Greater restoration.
brutal. So this creature again, like in a boat form, still this boat. One of
with an
its,
oar?
One of its like
Hit me with an
the
oar.
oar comes,
It's a
clubs
pseudopod
you
tentacle with a
against,
fucking oar on the end. No wonder it
smacking you
fucked me
again.
up so hard.
While the mouth tries again to latch onto Kai, but then you cast shield. This wall of darkness like slams into its mouth and curls back. And now it is Ayla. As you look over, and the boat is attacking your friends.
What the fuck is that? I've never seen one of those before.
Whoa! You get like tossed around.
No.
Not a boat.
You have not seen.
Scuttle it now.
What kind of demon
It's
boat
Ace
is
Ventura.
that?
That's not Snowflake. That's not Snowflake.
Fireball.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
I thought you
What
just
I
said
I thought you said-
fireball.
I was like,
I don't have that.
Oh,
When we go back and watch, you'll see like my joke. I was just like, ah. Like I just fucking what?
19.
Alright, 19 does hit.
Yay.
Good.
This is like Stallone and over the top. This is serious. The
Yeah,
chair
turn the
goes
chair around.
backwards.
Damn. Are we technically grappled?
You are
Oh, okay.
Grappled or restrained?
grappled.
Oh, that is.
Okay, so we don't have disadvantage on
That
attacks.
is a D100.
Oh, right.
Where is my other?
What do you need?
Let's look at my 10.
Grappled
There
is
it is.
just your reduced
Speed
to 0.
is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check. Yeah. Alright, so 9 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I can see that he is profusely bleeding at this point.
Again.
Technically he's been bashed twice, and so maybe maybe
Is that
got a
30 points
blood.
of bludgeoning damage?
It was, yeah. You
So
just
really-
Hitting me in the face!
It's just my rib cage is stove in. That's all.
And as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on the injury-bound fool. And
I just was trying to be a gentleman.
so I'm just like
I was trying to be polite.
doing a little dance. So you get let's see, one.
You guys can get your own boat next time.
Plus my
You guys have to
spellcasting.
fight the next boat.
Alright.
To fight the
Okay. I might inspect it first. just to be
What was
safe.
that?
Maybe I will inspect the next
Throw
boat.
rocks at every boat we see.
6 points back.
Every little bit helps. Thank you.
All right. Sorry. How much fire damage was that?
Alchemist.
Fuck. What did I say?
No, it's not. It's only
Eight, I
for
think you
potions.
said.
And I don't actually have any. Actually, I might have
Check
one.
something. All right. So 8 points of fire damage. You watch this like
Potion of healing.
small bolt of fire hits the side, and there's a little sizzle, but it almost kind of. It's so focused on these two, it barely notices.
Is sizzle because it's wet, or is sizzle like?
It does a little damage to it. I mean, it is wet, but
Okay, so it'll be fine.
it's not really a boat, so.
I don't know that. I think it's a
Try it,
fucking.
'cause I don't wanna nail it.
All I've seen, look, I've read books. I haven't read anything about mimics. I've seen fucking mouse monsters now. I've seen booger monsters. For all I know, this is just another monster, but in the shape of a fucking boat, and fire hurts them.
It does have tentacles, so it does track with what you've seen. Anything else? Are you staying there? Are you moving
Oh, I'm
closer?
not fucking moving closer.
Okay.
Yeah, action, bonus action, and yeah, that's it.
All right. Next up, we have Eldon.
Glad I bought this when we went to that potion shop. Eldon's gonna, as a bonus action, he's gonna take that draught of ghostly form.
Okay.
So that gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magic attacks. I can't be grappled or restrained. I can move through creatures and solid objects as if they were difficult terrain.
Okay.
If I'm restrained and I move backwards, does that count as me moving through difficult terrain, or does it just break the grapple?
No, there's no difficult terrain there.
So it's only if I move directly, like if I were
If
to
you
walk
went
through
into it,
I didn't
yeah.
know if it's because it was had me wrapped up or something.
No, it doesn't have you wrapped. You're just stuck to it.
Okay, so he's gonna do that.
Okay.
It's like
then-
like a tongue on a.
Do you
pole.
go into a different plane, or you just kind
It
of
just
become...
it just says that you
Sounds like he becomes a ghost.
incorporeal till the end of your next turn. For the duration you gain the following benefits. It doesn't
Okay,
say
so
anything.
you are incorporeal. You're like a ghost.
Right. So, so I disappear.
No.
Oh.
You
I just become
become like...
translucent.
Casper.
Just
Yeah,
ghosty.
kind of translucent. Yeah.
What can I? It doesn't say anything about me being not able to attack.
Right.
Do my attacks take place as normal? Like.
Yeah,
I
because
was gonna
even a
say, I'm
ghost
assuming, like,
is
especially with, like, an
incorporeal.
arrow,
Yeah, no.
As
You're,
it leaves me, it would like become real.
how far back are you going to move?
Shoot. Whatever the maximum damn it. I can do 30.
Okay.
Sorry, Kai. It's just like.
All
peace.
right.
And then as an action, he will attack. At a glance, since I was up close with this thing, would I be able to tell if would it have natural armor? Because it looks like wood or whatever.
You can just see...
It just depends on what type of arrow he's going to use.
It just kind of looks like a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to use. He'll just use a broadhead arrow then.
Okay.
So he's going to take his attack, which is 28 plus 9. 9 plus 5 is 14.
Yep.
Hit or
To
miss?
hit?
Okay.
That does not hit.
Okay. And he'll do it again. That's an 18 plus 9 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
He's going to use, like I said, the broadhead arrow, which is 1d6, and he's going to have Theratrix use his reaction and use, he's fire.
He's
I believe
fire.
is what it was.
Yeah.
So, that's 4 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage. 5 of that is fire. 2 of that is, well, 6 of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of that is piercing.
All right. So the first arrow just kind of like off the side of it. Actually makes more of a thunk noise. And the second one sinks in, and it does a little like one of the pseudopod kind of squiggles around. But then it kind of turns its attention to Kai, who's on it.
I did my math wrong. I forgot to give you add 4 to the health I gave you. So for me, you got a total of 10, not 6.
Okay. Alright, I'll add the 4 to that right now.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else from Eldon?
Not from Eldon, but Theratrix will swoop in and try to bite. He's going to try to take some of that heat off of Kai. He'll swoop in close next to Kai. And he's gonna roll to bite. It's a 15 plus 5.
That does hit. Reaches, like, swoops in.
It is a 1d6
Does a little hover.
plus- What's our proficiency bonus? It's 0.3.
And you see
That's 9 points of piercing damage, I think is what that does.
you
when
see
bites
little
him.
Theratrix kind of like latch on and it's like
Yeah, he's gonna like do that like bite, like almost like a dog, like a little yappy dog, and then when you do this, it like
Like
stays
hangs
on
on.
there.
It's locked on there.
all right.
And as an effect of that drought of ghostly form, when it wears off, so for my next turn, just that next turn, I'm gonna have. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll be vulnerable when the effects wear off. It doesn't actually say when it wears off though.
It should say up at
I'm
the
sorry,
top.
for next turn. Okay, so for my next turn, I'm gonna have vulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
I mean, you always do.
You watch
He's
as
very fucking.
Vulnerable means you take
double
double
damage.
damage.
So that's why I said get out of there.
You watch as Theratrix like latches on and then is not able to come off. He is also stuck.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think of that. So it's just sticky.
So, Kai, you're up.
Okay. So Kai's hand is stuck now. Even though it looks like a boat, he can tell that this is like a thing, though. Like
It's
it's like just like having a hand on it, like feel like a heartbeat and like breathing.
I would say that's a tough call. How much time do you want to spend trying to figure that out?
Well, I mean, just a matter of.
It's not a
This-
triceratops.
It's not a boat. You can
Yes.
tell it's not a
It's
boat.
not- it's
yeah,
not a
it is
boat.
not a boat.
Okay.
Yes.
So in that case, Kai is Kai's hurting. So Kai is literally Kai's blood rushes from his face into his eyes, going red, and his teeth go long. And he's gonna bite it.
Okay.
And I have, oh god, that's like horrible. I had advantage, and it's still.
Mother Russia, when you bite
You
boat,
don't have your thing?
boat bites you
I
back.
already used it.
What'd you use it on?
My initiative, because I rolled 1.
You can always take a setback.
And
get it back.
I can't take a setback at this point. 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Then Kai will bonus action Misty Step 30 feet away.
Okay. Where are you going?
Does that mean he's a danger to us now? If he's all bloodlusting?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll find
I
out.
guess we'll find out.
He's gonna move right next to me, and I'll. Oh god.
I was gonna say, he's gonna go by you or me, and we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
30.
You okay, buddy?
And then I'll use the rest of my some more of my movement to gain some more distance.
It's gonna close right
Okay.
in on me.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck.
All right.
What I was gonna do, 'cause I'm
So,
It's a mimic.
Do we know if it moves?
as you see Kai just kind of like disappear in this black mist, and then appear off, like you can see the mist appears somewhere off in your periphery.
Just in the
there.
bushes.
And the thing is like,
So mad.
angry. It just had something. It had 2 good things, and suddenly they disappeared.
2 yummy treats, and they.
All right.
We are a couple of fucking
Kethra.
snacks, aren't we? Alright, at least I got somebody. I was hoping
Yeah,
somebody would
I got
giggle.
you.
Alright.
Somebody would
First,
chuckle.
I'm going to produce flame at it, see if that does anything.
Okay.
And I don't know if it does, so we'll find out. 14.
14 plus your spell attack modifier.
Julie, that roll was so almost like defeated before you even knew the number. You just
my
kind of like,
modifier plus 4.
it's like,
So
let
18.
it go.
That does hit. So you like, ah!
It was like, holy shit!
And it hits the side of it. So you roll damage.
Alright, damage is, what one am I doing again?
So now
Should
it's
say right
now
there.
it's
2d8.
8
Can I have a d8?
damage.
Thank you.
I don't know why I keep putting my d8s away.
I
This
keep
is what
remembering
it-
that I have others, and I keep forgetting to leave them out. Ooh, 3
nice.
and 7, 10.
Nice.
10 points of damage. So the fire does like streak across and hits into the side of this boat that is like wailing and flailing and throwing oars around.
And,
More oars than it should have.
Yep.
and as my second, I would like to cast Call Lightning.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
no, it's an
I
action.
can't. Oh, yeah, it's an action, so I guess I can't do that. I'm just gonna. What?
You can do word. I think that's your only bonus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How messed up are both of you guys?
Kai's half.
I want to cast Healing Word, but put it on Nyx and
Okay.
have him run up to Kai. If he can. Or Eldon, whichever one.
Healing word is the one that has the distance. Cure
Has the
wounds
distance.
is the one
Oh,
that has
Cure
the
Wounds,
touch.
yes.
Yeah.
So you can do healing.
You can do healing word
to
from
60 feet
from where you
away.
are.
So I was going to say, I could do Cure Wounds if you guys are really fucked up. But no, I
I
can't.
don't
I'll
know how
do.
bad he is. I'm okay,
I'm
but
below
not
half.
bad.
We'll just go with Healing Word for now.
Okay. Healing word on Kai.
Yeah.
All right. So you get a little. So you get to roll the, because it's your spell. You get to roll how much you healed. 4.
Plus
Nice.
I mean, she has to keep that princely pipe around, so of course you'd heal him.
Hey, you gotta lay the. Hey,
gotta
you
keep-
gotta
hey,
find someone
I
who
get
can
it,
lay the
everyone's
pipe
got
right.
needs.
You don't fire them.
You look past the trees and can see the mist disappearing, and Kai is standing there like not looking. All
Looking rough, bro.
there.
He's not doing good.
Is Nyx gonna do anything?
No, Nyx is going
Nyx
to
is
hide
hanging out
behind me. He's a
behind.
wuss.
All right.
He is not a fighter.
Iolite.
Spell slots.
I would like to fire a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll try to cast it up a level. Let me see.
Okay.
If I'm feeling lucky today. Oh, I got a 12, and it needed a 12.
All right.
So it worked.
What
So
was
it's
that?
Guiding
What'd
bolt
you-
level 2.
Guiding bolt level 2.
He needed
Okay.
a 12 and rolled a 12.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
So now I have to actually hit the thing.
On the big die.
No!
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
All
you
right.
have
I
your
already used
Thank
it.
you.
We all
Did
used it.
everybody? Am I the
Except
only one who
for
didn't?
Cuba.
No,
Or
I
I
still
could-
have mine.
Oh, you did use it?
I didn't use mine.
Oh, I thought you did.
I used mine.
The look we just exchanged. If I were to take a setback, like, do you decide a setback?
You kind of tell me what you're willing to do. Like you're claiming a setback, so what happens, and then I will tell you what the consequence is. Like in this moment, you go to do this. You have upcast it.
Yeah.
So, if you take a setback, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I hope I roll okay. Okay.
Did you just roll another one?
No, I know the 19.
Oh, okay.
So
I just saw. I did see a
Plus-
one. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
Like
25.
nice. There you go.
25 hits. Yeah.
So then I'm gonna roll.
My chest just caved in. I saw that.
This is not good.
Yes, I did. Okay. 5 d6s. 2.
I like this
3.
music. It's like foreboding and menacing,
Turn it
but
up.
it's
You
not
should
like
just
it's
keep
not
it
like
loud, I
too
guess.
like
Like
fast
too much.
paced.
Yeah.
So you.
22 points of radiant damage.
Nice. All right. So Iolite,
That's gonna happen to me.
You-
It's my punishment.
you reach into yourself, focusing in on the shard, but then also on the focus, because it really comes from like you have focused it into your focus, spellcasting focus, and there's a moment where it's your spell is trying to escape, and there's almost this. It's reminiscent of when Yamari, for some reason, name I made up, I couldn't think of.
Well,
When
what's her
she
name?
had first touched you, or when she went to touch the space, and then it did a blast back.
I'm picturing like when you rub your feet on the carpet and like you zap somebody, but like way worse.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
Does that mean
And-
that Ayla's hair like goes up? Like,
maybe.
So there's this like surge of pain, and in the moment you're able to harness it and you blast out and you hit this thing with lots of force. But then when the moment it's done, all you can focus on right now is the shard that's in your pocket. And that shard is warm and almost like beating like a heart, and it wants you to join it
No.
with the other piece.
I don't wanna.
And so next turn, I'm going to have you roll. Actually, right now, I will have you roll a. I'm going to go with a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is a little scary. 10?
Everybody get down!
I'm just gonna keep turning into
Ayla
a
just
human.
became a shrapnel bomb.
That meme. Here it comes!
I don't have enough stress balls for everyone.
So you reach into your pocket, and I will describe what happens next because this is a lot.
Whoa.
On
my
the
God.
next turn, you are reaching into your pocket, and this is what you are doing right. Like all you like to make the pain stop, to make it feel better, and you just like it's pulsing, and you are like because you have felt this before. You have been in this situation when you first got to the assembly. During some of the times when you would come together and they would have you sit in the room and they would try to figure out like how close can you get to the other two that they had. And you couldn't get all that close without there being a reaction, and they did not push it. But the closest, I mean, it's down on your side. The closest they got it was a couple of inches, and that was pain. But there was also a little bit of you in the back of your mind that was like, but maybe the pain would stop
Hurts so good.
maybe the pain is because they won't let them come together.
Yeah.
It is the creature's turn.
Somewhere in the jungle, Melpomene's just like walking through the casually, just like,
for you right
and she just
now.
hears like a off in the distance,
Scared
like,
for you.
Oh, Pebbles.
Like the rocks kind of like rain down on her, and she's like, oh, that's
She does call you Pebbles. I mean,
does.
some about to be bubbles.
So, it is the creature's turn.
It's worth it.
It is...
so worth it.
I'm feeling like
a lot of
I'm
damage.
feeling like the elevator scene in Ghostbusters. Like, oh, we just have a unlicensed nuclear accelerator on our backs. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, switch me on. And then Egon's like, and then it like moves all the way to the back wall.
Yep.
All right, this mimic.
That's going to be a clip moment that has to go on. Everyone's faces when you say that, we're all like,
You are not quite sure exactly what's going through this creature's head, but it does have... It seems like if you can picture an angry boat, like there's something... It is not happy, but it does still have a meal. And so it is going to attack Theratrix. First with its pseudopod, and then with its bite. With advantage, that's a fucking natural 20. And a 1. That's the pseudopod. The bite is a 26.
It's way worse.
The pseudopod slams against
Every depiction
Theratrix
of a mimic, those
as
teeth.
did he just swallow Theratrix?
is
Theratrix
latched
is
on.
Theratrix is
Did
gone.
he just like...
Oh.
19 points
my
of
ball
bludgeoning
thinking.
damage against Theratrix.
Yeah, he's got 1 point left. Or
He's gone.
And then
Where's my...
11 points of piercing damage and another 11 points of acid damage as it just like chomps down on.
How much was
it.
that total? I forgot to do
22
the long-
plus whatever 19, so 31.
No, he has 30 hit points.
41.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
All
41.
right, well, he's down now. He's gone. He just kind of...
You watch as this creature like chomps down and Theratrix disappears.
Avenge me.
But also, unbeknownst to maybe the rest of you, but you feel it. Like you feel this, like your heart just gets squeezed for a second.
Oh, the masters are not gonna let this one down.
It's worse this time than it was the first time. But he disappears, and then this creature is just like confused because there is nothing in its mouth. It bit down on something, and it yet again
it was looking for a meal, and it's still hungry.
disappeared. It takes a moment as it is writhing there on the side and looking around. You can see like one eyeball has opened, another one. There's all of these cat-like eyes that have opened across the front and like side of this boat, and it's a blinking all in different rhythms and looking at you, and its tentacles are swirling, and then it's going to start to crawl into the brush.
Oh.
What? As you see the arrows, like green ooze is coming out, and where there's been singe marks, it has been hurt.
This motherfucker. Just
So
gonna do that to us and walk away?
Run away
Slide
after that?
in and like kind of slide through into the brush and try to get itself away. Next, it is Ayla. What are you doing?
It
What are you
ate.
doing?
Everyone jump into the river.
The
I
rock
didn't
might be
say
a
that.
mimic.
I didn't say that.
Everything's a mimic.
It's
This was the classic everything.
I didn't say it.
so it's slinking away,
It is sliding and slithering itself away. Yeah, you.
but I can still see it, or is it half cover?
It's gonna be, I would say 3/4 cover. Whoa! I don't know what just happened there. In the brush at the moment.
I'll just shoot another fireball at it.
Okay.
Just be like,
Firebolt.
what'd I say?
Keep saying fireball. That's why I
I'm pretty
confuse
sure I
me.
was saying bolt.
Pretty sure you're saying ball. We're recording. We can go back and
I'll
listen.
go back, check the tape.
I heard
17.
That does not hit. As you throw this bolt into the brush, it kind of like singes past, and you're not really sure what it hits, but you don't hear anything from the creature.
Get out of here! Don't come back!
Eldon.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm not done yet.
sorry. Hey.
The head wag.
As I look around at everyone, I'm going to perform a quick little dance maneuver, and you all have, where is it? 8 temporary hit points.
Oh,
That's
nice.
up from last time. When you
I
did
think it
that
was
last
5
level, it was
before-
5, right?
Before he
We're at
got-
level 5 now.
At level 5 now.
So,
8.
Do a swirling dance, and as you finish your
really,
you finish your swirl, and your eyes land on Iolite, who is like breathing heavily, sweating, and in her hand is her shard that is on its way. Eldon.
My shark.
Your shark. I was like, keep this shark for the rest of it.
Would,
That no one
we
knows
have
what
noticed that? What she's doing? I only ask because Eldon always has one eye on Iolite.
I mean, your dragon just died.
Yeah,
No,
I would
Okay.
say
Yeah, but
not
he,
likely.
I was gonna say, but his dragon dies, but he knows what happens.
Yeah,
with his
the
dragon
dragon's
when it
gone,
goes.
but
Yeah, but aren't you feeling like chest pains from it? Just described, essentially.
you would be very distracted in the moment between the creature going away and I'm only saying for flavor that Ayla sees. It's already
true.
done,
She's
basically.
behind her anyways.
How big do you picture the shards? Because I picture them to be pretty small.
Small.
Yeah,
Like-
like tiny, like that, even that big.
Or smaller.
I kind of picture
Like this?
like something that you could fit in your like that size even.
Yeah, like this. That's fine.
Not that it matters, just for my imagination
No,
purposes.
that works. I think we'll say that the one you have is about this small.
Okay.
So you guys wouldn't even really see it. You might see glow in her hand, but you don't know exactly what's going
Do
on.
we- did we even know that she
almost
had
like
it?
half a pencil.
I don't think
So even if we see what she's doing, we don't
You
know
have
what
no,
she's doing.
you don't have any context
Okay.
because you haven't
All right,
spoken to
good
her
point.
about it.
But then he'll probably just take a couple steps to the left. Can I still see it in the brush?
Yeah, you can. Still has 3/4 cover.
How close do I have to get to ignore that cover?
You would have to go on the other
into-
side.
Oh. Eldon's gonna let it go.
Okay. Kai.
Kai's gonna run up to the top of this.
Okay.
Nope.
And fall.
No, you won't.
We'll
No,
get him.
he's not gonna stay. But and then he'll cast Eldritch Blast at it. And he gets 2 now because we're level 5.
Ah.
Got 2 blasts.
2 blasts.
So the first one is a 17 to hit.
You watch as it goes through the brush. You're not sure if it hit. It did not, though. From a mechanical standpoint.
Yeah, that one doesn't hit either.
2 blasts through of dark energy, probably with little black feathers that just down to the ground.
We're essentially shooting the woods like in Predator.
Hey, that's okay. Are you doing anything else?
Eldon did because I have a
They're
finite resource
I'm
of
a
arrows.
warlock. I cast 2 spells already.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
Done.
Good night, everybody.
You guys just get cantrips for the rest of the day. That's it.
All right.
Don't come back.
Now I can do what I originally wanted to do. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay. On the creature?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That is an attack, right? Not a saving throw?
I think it's a saving throw.
Yes.
Dex 15.
Yes.
Is that your shard?
So you're gonna roll 4 because it's stormy, so you get to roll 4d10.
Oh, damn, nice.
Then, was it a
10.
dex save, you said?
Yes.
And sorry, it was a 14? 15?
It's a boat. How dexterous can it be?
It is a 16 it got. So is that half
So
damage?
half damage.
So half damage.
All right.
Didn't mean to do that.
So you kind of see the tail
Next
end of
time
some
I
of the
throw in a
pseudopods
guy.
going through the
Players,
brush.
It was a Christmas tree.
So it was 8, 6, 0.
28.
Was it on
0
Christmas?
is
29.
It was
There
what's
was
the
hell
plan
of
of
a-
Christmas
Oh.
The 0 is 10.
29, so half of 29 is
15,
Round
14.
14.
14 points of damage. You watch the lightning arc across. Is it call down from the sky or out from you?
Yes,
From
calls
the
down
sky.
from the sky.
So you watch it, it was crack. Suddenly up in the sky, there's a loud crack and lightning comes shooting down in that area.
Nice.
Anything else?
All I have left is I'm just gonna throw Produce Flame again. Because it's all I really got right now.
Oh, that's an
Is that a cantrip?
That's an action.
An action? Okay, then I got nothing. Then never mind. Okay, I'm done.
Is
I
Nick's
get
gonna
this
do
one
anything?
talking in my ear, and I'm like, shut up. No, Nyx is literally.
He's just hanging out
He's
behind
probably gonna run over this way and just hide behind this bush. 'Cause he's like, this is not my shit.
All right.
Not for me.
Iolite. So in this moment, as everyone's focused, you're all throwing shit at this creature. This lightning comes down. You don't even hear the lightning. You don't see it. Because the only thing that's in your mind is that this shard that you're like holding in your hand and you look at it and your hands are shaking. And it needs to go here. And so you take the shard and pushing through that pain, like kind of taking a deep breath, you shove it directly into the wound that you have where the other piece is. And there's almost like a moment where if we saw this in slow motion as you're doing it, it would like magnetize and pull it in.
Like leave my hand and just
Leave
pull
your
itself
hand
in.
and just it goes into your chest, and simultaneously you feel this euphoria, but it's not because the pain is gone. The pain has gotten so much worse. And so in the middle of this, as you all are like focusing, you suddenly hear this scream that you don't even know you are doing. And you look over, and Iolite is just like bent over halfway with her hands in like a claw kind of formation, and she's just screaming openly into the sand on the side of the river. And in her chest, this has this bright light that is shining out of the crack. And it's up the neck, so everywhere where there is a crack in her skin in this area, it is a bright, shining light. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again.
I may not take a step back.
No, that doesn't convince me to take a step back.
No, that doesn't seem worth advantage.
21.
Okay.
You are able to keep yourself from passing out in this moment.
I really
as
thought she
you-
was gonna say like exploding.
I feel like she's
car.
going Super Saiyan.
As you collapse down onto the ground, hands still shaking on your hands and knees, and then the light inside of your shoulder dims as everyone's just kind of staring at you. It dims back down, and you do take a point of exhaustion.
This one.
But as you look up at everyone around you, you also feel this power,
Like a god.
like coursing through, emanating from here, and just kind of branching out.
I'd run in front of her, do one of those like, hey, you okay? You okay? just shake in the face.
And that is where we will take a break.
Oh, God.
She didn't say
Don't-
we're out of initiative.
Don't
ever.
fuck
You
with
are,
those
sorry.
setbacks.
Okay.
Like, as this creature, this thing is not
He's
interested
gone.
in you.
Okay.
Run away.
Mimics are
the
fun,
tree. I was like,
but they
it-
don't.
it's
The tree, the rock.
They don't go after you.
No, if it could get a meal and take you, cool, but...
It's a magical Venus flytrap.
All right. So we return to our scene. All of you standing on the side of the Emerald Run River. The boat mimic having slunk away. But Iolite on her hands and knees on the sand just beside the river, shaking after a loud scream, and the light emanating from the wound in her chest fading back down to a dim glow. Eldon feeling the loss of Theratrix and looking over, like eyes shifting from the where Theratrix left, and while you know that he's gone somewhere else, you do see this broken chain of flowers on the ground where he was. And he goes somewhere else, but but you he goes somewhere else, but you don't know where that is. And in this moment, it's like a back and forth of the logical part of your brain knowing that this creature does not have him. But then there's Iolite. What are you doing?
No, like I said, you okay? What is wrong? What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
I see it glowing, or did it like
You
go
you
down
saw
by the
it
time I
glow
got-
like as she was screaming, and you all like what the fuck? Because this thing was that way, and then suddenly Iolite screaming. So as you looked over at her, you saw it wasn't just a single glow. It was like as it had come up her neck, like everywhere where there was a crack, there was light coming out, and now it has faded down and is no longer a glow.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm okay.
What happened? What did you have your flare up? What is this?
Flare up.
Do not
Yeah.
know how the whole cracks work.
Is it a hot flash?
Yeah, I don't know. It hurt. It really hurt.
Are you okay to continue?
I think so. I'll just I'll try to stand up and.
Did it hit you with something?
No, I don't. It was all happened kind of fast. I really don't know. I think I'm okay.
Don't believe her. Pulling a Kai here.
So you can roll an insight check. You can roll deception or persuasion. You don't have to tell which one it is. And it's not that insight's going to be a lie detector. Like, you won't necessarily be able to tell, but it'll be more of like, depending on the role, a more thorough description of what the person looks like. And it, you know, there could be tells or not, depending on how good of a liar that person is. Or persuader.
I have to do -1 from all of my rolls.
Yeah.
I'm not the
17.
only one now.
What did you get?
13.
So Iolite looks disturbed from what's happening, and like she's recovering from being in some pretty bad pain.
Okay, we'll go slowly.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Melpomene's got a bit of a head start.
She may have also heard of, but all the screaming that just happened.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You were not the only one.
Regardless, we should push forward.
Yeah.
No one touch any other boats.
And how are we gonna get across?
She presumably walked or swam across. I say
Saw
we do
her
the
get
same.
out of a boat, didn't we?
No.
No. You
She
just
just
saw her
appeared,
like
right?
disappear into on the other side of the bank.
Well, her tracks.
Yeah. Well, so Iolite caught a glimpse of her like going
after
into
she was already
on the other
across,
side.
right?
Yeah.
I
on the other
thought
side.
you said she was pulling up the other boat.
No boat.
I was gonna make sure he picks up that necklace.
Okay.
Into the
Okay.
water.
Can try and swim it.
All right. So, what is the order that you are headed into the water? Iolite's favorite terrain.
Kai's all gung ho.
I was gonna say,
I'm
Kai will
going
go
to
first.
make the gesture of you go, and I'm like have her like locked under the shoulder. a
Is
little
there
bit.
anything around that floats? Like a
Yeah, that was gonna
big
be my
old
next
log or a
question.
stick?
Yeah.
Now you said it wasn't like rapids.
It's
or
not
anything. Just
rapid.
like a
It's
steady
just a
current.
steady river. There's stuff floating in the river
Hydrogen.
that you can try to grab onto, but you also don't know how deep it is, or like the rain is still falling, and
We got across the thing, so.
all right. So Kai first. Who's following Kai?
I'll go next.
Okay. You can also be beside each other. I'm just saying, like, all right. So Kai, then Kethra, Eldon, or are you going up
I was
last?
gonna go last.
Okay.
Right.
The two of you.
Then we'll go.
All right. So you begin.
Can
Kai
I,
just.
sorry, can,
nope.
I, can I like snap like a 5 or 6 foot tree branch and just stick it in the water in front of me as I go?
Yeah, you can do that. Kai's in front of you, but yes.
Yeah, I know, but you
Okay.
know, if there's a sinkhole, if he's here and I'm here, and there's a sinkhole here but not there,
Sploosh.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yep, no, you can do that. So you start heading into the water. It is cold. So it feels like this water is traveling down from the mountain, and although it has a ways to go, miles, 28, 30 miles, 15, somewhere around there, it's cold. And the rain coming down, it makes it that much more unpleasant as you are heading in. But you do also find, Kai, as you're kind of wading in to this cold water, it stops like somewhere around hip. So you are going slowly, half speed mechanically, but you feel pretty confident like where you're at here. The water is kind of pushing you slightly as you go, but you haven't found any place as you trudge along ahead that is dangerous.
How far
indeed.
is he already?
How far are you all going to stay?
Well, is
To-
everybody already in the water?
Everyone should be in there.
Because it's too late to tie a rope to each other in case anybody falls.
Yep. Be too late now.
Yep.
We're all in the water.
I'm gonna like keep an eye out for. I mean, I don't know how clear the water is, but any sort of obvious hazards around
Okay.
me as we go.
It would normally be pretty clear if it wasn't raining. But as you go, the worst part about this really is that it's slowing you down and that it's cold. But you,
Eldon far prefers the cold and the heat, so he's actually like, it's kind of nice.
but you make your way across this river and end up on the other side, a lot more wet than when you entered, obviously.
We've been walking in the rain for like 2 hours. We're more wet than
You are
than
so
we were.
much more wet. You're the
No, it's
third
really
level of wet.
scorching.
Yeah.
And
Even though
you,
it's raining, Kai, since he's dripping, is going
course
to
you are.
press to just kind of make himself a little more comfortable.
Instantly wet.
and I am going to have everybody make a, well, it's boring, but we're going to go with a Constitution saving throw. It's not too high of a DC because you have been in the wet, but it's cold.
Fuck you and fuck your mother.
Did you say a constitution
Saved. Yep. Con save.
I think you know what I rolled.
I want to hear you.
Look at all these ones.
Oh man.
Oh wow, is that all from today?
Yeah, 2 of them were a test roll, but still.
13.
Okay.
18.
7.
Okay.
My
10.
My feng shui
Okay.
roll. Roll off.
Can you change to an animal that swims?
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know if you could do that yet.
I can.
All right. So
What, did I just catch pneumonia?
you are going to take a point of exhaustion.
Fuck! God damn
So
it!
you and Kethra, as you come out, like you don't like the cold. A point of exhaustion.
Now I have a point. Whole
I got one
fucking,
too.
everyone in the
except
party
Kai.
but him has a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm using this mechanic. I can use it now. I couldn't use it before because it was stupid. Yeah. So you both come out and you're just. I mean, Devenia's kind of cold, but not like this. You don't hang out in the open water and then in a river afterwards, typically. And trying to wade against it and that cold, like you come out, your legs are all numb. It's just not a good feeling. I'm going to say this one is like a temporary exhaustion, and I'm going to figure out what that means.
Means you need to get warm.
Yeah, it's more of like that. Like you're physically exhausted from this particular event, not that you dropped down to 0 hit points and, or you didn't sleep at all for 24 hours.
Gotta grab Nix and cuddle him because he's warm.
Oh yeah, he stayed nice and, dryish.
I was-
up on your shoulder.
Or like this with the bag over my
He's
head.
like,
He's like, you get me wet, bitch. I
flailing
swear.
up there.
Let me get wet. I swear.
Just thinking about that, like,
When we get to the other side, I'm gonna resummon Theratrix. I can do it free once a day.
Okay. What are you summoning Theratrix as, power-wise?
I'll go with the fire again.
Okay.
Seems to work.
What does that look like? Summoning
Uh,
Theratrix on the other side?
Black and
No, I mean, how do you do it?
do you kneel down, say a
yeah,
prayer?
he closes his eyes and brings out his hands, and then he remembers that he's getting a little bit bigger, so he puts out his arm instead. So when he summons, he's like a falcon sitting on his arm.
So you watch as this. It's almost like the air around. There's these little sparks that swirl very quickly, and then Theratrix is there on your arm, and just it almost looks like he lands on your arm, but from nowhere, from the swirl of sparking energy, and he lands there for a moment, and then he looks very sad. And doesn't say anything. And just like almost turns in on himself and is quiet, staring forward.
Mentally,
Eldon's.
are you okay, brother?
Yes.
I'm sorry that happened.
I'm okay.
Just really, you could talk to me, you know. You could tell me anything.
He ate me. A motherfucking shark ate me.
Motherfucking boat. I'm sorry if that was scary.
It wasn't scary.
But you did well. He's gonna, out of his pocket, take that little necklace that he had picked up that fell. He's gonna put it back on.
He's just very quiet on your arm.
Give him like a little headbutt.
You get it. Slightly. All right.
Can anyone pick up the trail?
Survival.
Were they doing survival checks, or who was
It
that?
was you, and technically you're the.
I think they would be better.
Us?
The 2 druids would be better than those 2.
Because Kai's the worst. That's like flat out. Do
Yeah, it's
not
It's like the
ask.
one thing they
What
don't
if
ask you
you do and I guide you? And help you. Can I help you and guide you? Same time?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So it's
So roll with
D4
advantage
with
and
advantage.
plus D4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm helping. I was like, huh?
Roll the d20 twice, take the higher, and then
19.
add a d4.
Oh, nice.
6. So 19.
So 19 plus your survival.
And a d4.
And
My survival's plus 4. So that was what?
23
Plus 2.
plus 2. Okay.
Thank you.
24. So, taking a moment, the two of you together, you are able to pick up on the tracks of Melpomene pretty quickly. She didn't appear to be trying to hide from anything, so she just it's just continuing into the jungle. And you all continue on. I'm gonna have somebody roll a d20.
Did you make
You
the first
won the
roll?
roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
that's
the
right.
Yeah, you
It's
can roll
you.
a d20.
Oh
roll
boy.
the eyeball.
Don't roll a 1 or it has to go into the fucking jail.
17.
I'll have you roll a d20 again.
Oh no.
Don't jinx it.
17.
Oh,
See, that's why there's so many in the
It's just
dice
like
jail.
roll it again.
Getting them out of the way for those nice rolls.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good outcome.
A boy can dream.
I mean,
It's better than if you rolled a 1,
one
whatever
is
the
a
outcome
rat
would be.
monster, so.
I'm gonna hide my face. Still one of my favorite clips. It's like that I rolled a nat 1 on the D100.
Live that in
Healing?
infamy.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's just like your moment that will live on forever.
Oh, yeah, in infamy, yeah.
okay.
I have to
So
remember
you-
to use these.
Yeah, those are fun. Are they healing?
Yeah, those are healing.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Healing
are
potions.
fun. Yeah, we should do
We literally have die. He's got die for every
Everything.
occasion.
that.
And we don't use them.
We should be using those, yeah. Those are fun.
You know what we should do? If we had like 4 of these, like, and just write common, and then have just the 2 d4, and then we know to add 2, like a plus 2 on it, and then 1 for greater that has the 4 superior. Like if we just had like a bottle with just the right amount, we could like literally open up the bottle and pour it out.
I know there are some people, like, you can get more than one of those from that. That's Arcanist Armory, healing potions, and some people do that. They're very nice. I think I backed those on a Kickstarter. So,
I just like the sound they make. Look if you pour them out.
They also look like candy.
Dude, I love that like squeak.
That little-
It was like a. They do look like little Tylenols or something.
Take your medicine.
So they
Get
almost look
better.
like baby,
Yes, Mum.
The baby Jolly Ranchers, like.
Oh, yeah.
the little
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Did you?
So you continue through tracking Melpomene.
Our pass without a trace has ended long ago because we've been.
It's been over an hour.
Yeah.
You can. I don't know if you can cast it more than once a day.
I cannot.
Okay. So, you were working through the jungle. Sorry.
The sound of a jungle bird.
I was like,
And as you push through at one point these green jungle vines in front of you, you find a haunting tableau.
What?
Remnants of a once proud
Thank you.
temple. Draped in vines and veiled by time's gentle hand.
Seen here before.
What?
Might not be the same one.
No, yeah, I'm saying this is like all the way back to the
Deja vu?
beginning. Yeah.
No, this is different. This looks like the ruins that you came across before were like, it was like buildings that were crumbled and overgrown. This is a temple that is draped in vines. The air itself, as you approach, seems to resonate with this otherworldly aura. It's like protective shroud. And you can see this at the center of this temple that you come across, this singular figure, a towering tree that is gnarled and ancient. Its branches reach up skyward as if beseeching the heavens, and this gentle breeze is just flowing through the leaves. But as you step closer to it, within this broken down and ruined temple, you see the spiraling staircase of like these ethereal stones that go up, and as you get a little bit closer, you can see these names etched on them. Make a perception check.
Everybody.
Iolite.
7.
7.
Sorry.
Make a perception check.
7. No, on plus 9.
9. Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh shit.
Someone
It's like
perceive
somebody
something,
must-
please.
No, I'm just going through to see who sees something.
15 total.
15. Make a perception check.
9.
Kai, all right, and Kethra, perception check.
24.
That was so
Damn.
like
Nice.
that was, but the way you did that, you just, like there was like tap.
It's like, I ain't got time for this.
With authority.
Eldon.
So say I don't like the way she looked at me.
That's so ominous.
You start to read some of these names out loud, and a lot of them mean nothing. And as you're reading them, you then read out Zera, Ventus, Nightfeather. Ventus. And you, Kethra, as you're reading it, you also say, one second.
Are these and is this because I can't read the other names because they're too weathered?
No, you're just kind of reading them as you go,
Oh, okay.
as you're going up. So Zera, Ventus, Nightfeather, which immediately Ayla.
She's seeing me go through my notes like, am I supposed to know that? Am I supposed to know that? Am I supposed to fucking know that?
And Kethra, you say you're going through names, and then you come across Temend Goldenleaf.
Who The way you just looked up.
Winkara Wickloop.
Ooh, that name we know.
Are they reading them out loud?
Niklas Morningstar. Yes.
Excuse me?
Uh-oh.
So, all these are being said out loud.
Yes. As you're
So-
reading them out loud.
So I didn't realize that. I thought you said, you know what I mean? So the first one was the Night Feather. The second one was Winkara.
Winkara was one of them. Winkara Wickloop. Alora. Golden Leaf.
That one's on there too.
Temmen Golden Leaf.
Allura Golden Leaf or
Both. Alora and Temend. As you read these names, Eldon. I guess it's not really relevant.
None of
I'm
these
not going to
names-
force it. I'm not going to force it. None of the names are familiar to you, but as you read some of them aloud,
I noticed my friend's
you
face is
notice
perking
their
up.
faces. Yes.
Do I notice anybody in particular besides Ayla?
Well, Ayla, I'll leave to you what your reaction would be seeing Zara's name up on that tree.
So one of you read it. Right?
They read it. They're reading it.
Okay.
Eldon
And
and
then I
Kethra
just-
are
You
reading
said
it.
it was like ethereal?
It's like these stones that are going up around the tree, and they kind
Like
of
floated-
look.
like
They're
floating
floating
stones?
there.
So the name's on the stone.
They're on the stones. Yes.
I just go.
How
like,
far away are we?
what?
You.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Power goes out.
Shit's going down.
So you all got pretty close to be able to kind of read them. They're right there.
I'm walking like right up to the stone with the name on it.
Okay. They kind of hover in the air, not attached to anything. They, as you approach, you can see that the stones, the names on these stones kind of like flicker with a dim light and then are casting this gentle glow on the tree.
Are they written in common, or are they in like the various languages and some like you're just able to read them?
You're not really sure. You can read them, but what language? It's hard to say. Like your brain just registers it and understands what it is. As you get closer, you feel this sense of reverence just kind of lingering in the air, even as the rain is falling through. And it's interesting looking at them because the raindrops are just kind of falling through the stones. They're there, but they're not. And there's this feeling of like devotion here. You also know with a 24 that you rolled that Melpomene's tracks go right past it.
Do they look like they stopped at the tree?
Nope. Not even a moment's
Kai,
lingering.
Kai wants to touch the stone. It says Niklaus Michelson, Morningstar.
So you reach forward and you reach out to touch it, and your hand just passes through. There's no resistance. It's just, it's there. It doesn't shift like it's a cloud or anything. There's nothing there.
Where are they spiraling up to?
So there's this just tree. They are spiraling, and it almost looks like they disappear up into the leaves of this tree, but they're not moving at the same time. They're moving, but still.
Are there more names
There are
besides those?
lots of names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are just the ones we.
Those are the ones that you recognize. As you were reading out other names, they meant nothing, and then as you're reading the ones that did,
These names, they seem to have recognized any of them. You guys kind of
Yes.
froze up.
Can I touch the tree?
yeah. Yeah, the tree, as you reach
That's the portal to the Feywild.
No, not another one.
you lean forward and like touch this tree, and it's very, very much there. It's got that rough feeling to it. You can see the name is like glowing on the tree as it's spinning but staying in place.
Does it feel magical?
Yes. Well,
I mean,
yes.
like, is this magic coming from the tree, or is it just...
It could be from the space.
Hmm.
Nope. 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 I would not say. I'm going to let Kai have a chance because of who you are.
What a statement. What a sentence.
That's right. That's right.
Make an Arcana check, please.
Kai reads a lot of books, right? Come on, Kai.
Nope. 10.
Oh, you all just feel a sense of awe and reverence here.
With my hand on this tree, I'm going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
And I want to ask the tree, what is this?
You don't get any words back, but what you do get is like a sense of holiness.
Like
This-
it's a shrine or a memorial?
Like a shrine almost has a sense of like somebody, like a mortal, built it to protect or give reverence to. Like this has a more hallowed feeling. Like this is a place of devotion. Which god or gods, it's very hard to say, but like this is a special place, a holy place, and these names are memorials.
This... I need to get my proper voice. This appears to be a memorial of some sort.
Don't understand.
Neither do I.
My uncle died 20 years ago. Why is his name on this tree?
Zara died 10 years ago.
And Kara Wickloop died, what, a week ago?
Not even, perhaps.
And their name's on it too.
Temund and Alora, they died 7 months ago? 6?
And yet most of these people had no connection to this place,
That we
I
know.
would presume.
But they have connection to us.
Who would have died in Eldon's past? That would mean something to him. So I don't think I have anybody.
Theratrix.
It's not.
Like if you summoned, if you didn't summon Theratrix, he'd be there, and you summon him,
On
and
his
like
own
this
little
stone,
floating
his little
stone.
stone disappears.
Yeah, he doesn't have a tragic story that way.
No, but somebody.
I don't
Grandfather, grandmother,
Anybody fall off the
everyone's
side of a mountain?
someone that he trained with.
I mean, I suppose grandparents and all that. I didn't really know him. I don't have death written into his.
It's okay.
But just a
It's
name,
too
like
happy.
names, so you'd look up and see his grandparents. If they're gone, their names are there.
I was gonna say he's innocent, like Hermione.
What about
Ron.
Kethra?
They didn't have. They couldn't see the things because they never
Because
saw
I didn't
death.
have anybody there either.
The only one would be Ophrilla. If she's dead. Because she doesn't really know if she's dead, though.
So as you
I was hoping you were gonna say Felicia. Felicia being dead.
stand there,
She wants to kill her herself. Remember that.
You stand there looking, and as it kind of hits you as people are talking about Winkara, Alora and Temend, whoever they are, Kai's uncle, Zara, and then you start to scan and look intentionally. I'm going to have you make a perception check. As you remember that evening, that night,
15.
while you were running, and the energy that escaped from you and Opharilla, and you telling her to go and to run, and the people coming after you, and you search and you search, and you do not see her name on that tree.
Kethra would be relieved that her name's not there, hoping that she's not dead. The other person may be her mother, but that she wouldn't really care about that.
You don't see your mother's name there either.
She wouldn't care that her mother's. She wouldn't care. She already knows, so.
But as Ayla, you pull your hand away, you look, and there is a feather in your hand that wasn't there before, the one that you took away from the bark of the tree, and you open your hand looking closer, and it's actually a quill.
Like writing.
Yep.
What's on it? Like, is it just a plain quill?
It's just a plain quill. It's a brown of the tree. And you don't know what it does, but
Can I ask the tree what it does?
yeah. Again, you don't get any words, but as you hold it in one hand, and do you have to be touching the plants?
No, it's
Okay.
just
look back to the tree, and it
Ayla, stop touching the plants.
it gives
Oh, I could do so many fun things with plants with this.
it gives you a kind of almost like a, not quite a vision, but like this feeling of being able to capture your memories. And you can almost see yourself like writing in a journal or writing down, and as you write, you can feel the emotion from the page being relived from the writing.
Funny, because for flavor for myself, I actually brought the journal.
I'm going to ask the tree where I can find the woman who walked past here a moment ago, or just recently. This is all mental, so I guess everybody's just like looking at me as I'm like staring at this tree. Because doesn't it say I have to? Oh, maybe I do. It's verbal and semantic. That's just to cast it, I guess.
So Eldon
Yeah.
talks to animals. You talk to plants. It's gonna be a fun time.
It just kind of pushes you towards the direction of the footprints. This is where this tree is, and she is not here. So
I don't know if the tree knows what's around the corners. I don't know how far its root goes.
Just around the river bend.
I think the tree.
Daughters.
Pocahontas.
all right. Okay, so are you moving past the tree?
A little way. Fun with that later, or cry with it. We'll see. I suppose we should continue on.
Let's go.
Okay. You continue on.
Is it like raining inside this temple? Is like the roof kind of collapsed in and it's still like exposed to elements?
Yes, this is a very old structure. The tree is growing out from the center of it. So you like make your way through the broken down stone, and
Did we see any like identifying
I was about
symbols
to
or
ask,
anything
like,
on
yeah,
that
is there any
temple?
writing, hieroglyphs?
Any indication of like
how much time do you want to spend looking?
I guess just
Not
as
very
we're
long.
walking, I would be scanning the wall to see if like I can
Like on the way by.
like see Is there a picture of like elves building it or anything like that? Is there
No.
elvish writing on it at all?
Not that you can see
We
from
was
where
here.
you are. It is.
Is
It
writing or
looks,
not, where you can touch this stone and know where the fuck this is.
it looks incredibly old. It looks like this rain has been raining on it for hundreds, thousands of years. It's hard to say. It's possibly from when the elves first arrived over 1,400 years ago. Maybe before that. But it's hard to say. You don't see any writing. There's a lot of greenery that's covered over a lot of it, though. So. All right, we continue on. Through the jungle, past the tree. The moment you kind of step out from the temple, you almost have this, like a feeling of sadness. Like you're, like a little something was taken away from you when you left the area of this. Not really, just felt nice to be there, and now it's faded away. I'm going to have you make a stealth check as you continue on this last bit.
Dirty 20.
20?
16.
16.
16. 13.
7.
Oh, I'm not the one that fucked it up this time.
Oh no, actually, 8.
Hold up.
Don't
8.
forget to minus your minuses
Oh.
as
Oh,
necessary.
shit,
yes,
yeah.
it is.
Sorry.
-1 to whatever
18.
that was.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't
Negative
say
1 to
it.
whatever mine was, so 15.
16, so 15.
Yeah, 15.
Still good rolls. You kind of break through this clearing of jungle, and only about 20 or so feet ahead of you, you see Melpomene. Like you came up on her.
Everybody freeze!
You can't see if you don't move.
She's only like to the end of, from here to the end of this, and she has stopped and is listening. But you can see that she has stopped directly in front of a circle of mushrooms. Just out here in the jungle. There's nothing special about them. They're different shapes and sizes all in this circle. They're probably 8 foot in diameter, like all the way around. There's a glistening from the rain falling on them, but Melpomene is just stopped and is standing in front of it, but she is like tilting her head.
In our direction.
Just around, but she has not moved.
Out over the table. Are we able to short rest while we walk or no?
Can we walk really restfully?
It's like, just can the rest of you carry me for
I
an
was
hour?
gonna say, sorry, we're not gonna make a litter and carry you on it. Sorry, there, Prince.
I'm not turning into a horse and carrying you. Sorry.
We'll just stand literally on your shoulders. So
I wonder if you could, like, stand like this.
it sounds like it's stand on walls, so I don't see why I wouldn't be able to stand on people.
Wait. I guess.
Well, that's his problem.
So she's standing there, tilting her head, almost like she's about to turn around, but she doesn't. She just kind of stops and is waiting. You see, like, her hand reaches to her side. Not into her side, but reaches over to her side.
I walk forward and stop about 5 feet behind her.
Okay.
And
That's very close. You're getting all the way. So as you...
no, 10 feet behind her.
Okay. You're like, wow, that is very
That's a
long.
melee. Hang on.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Yeah.
Why, hello there.
As you start to walk up, you hear she goes, I don't know who you are, but this would be a big mistake.
why have you never mentioned this before.
She turns around and looks at you. Not right away. No, she takes a moment, and you can see her hand that was moving to the side. She lowers it, but she's still facing away. And then she turns around and looks at you. And she has a concerned half smile on her face as she looks and then looks past you. I can see everyone standing there. And then she makes eye contact with you again. Ayla. What are you doing? What are you doing here? This is incredibly dangerous.
Everything is incredibly dangerous lately. What is this? Why is her name on a magical fake stone? What is that shrine? What?
Ayla?
This here looks just like it. Looks just exactly how I remember. Just this is not where I entered it.
Ayla, I'm sure you're very confused right now. I don't know who she is that you're mentioning, but I'm going to assume if you've been following me.
Zera's name was on that stone, as was the names of others that have been dead long time, or also very recently, apparently.
That is the Spire of the Forgotten.
But she is not forgotten. She has never been forgotten.
I don't think mortals come up with these names. I'm not going to pretend I didn't name it. But what are you doing following me out into this dangerous jungle? This is not a place for you.
What are you doing?
I'm going home. What are you doing? You still haven't answered to my question.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I guess not. Traveling with a bunch of children.
You have been blackmailing Linu? Is that a thing?
Lunu.
Lunu, that guy.
You've been speaking to Lunu, and he convinced you to follow me.
I do not believe him, but Enrique also brought something up about withholding the paints that I now presume you're bringing back from
This. I think you're getting your stories mixed up here. We're talking about Enrique, we're talking about Lunu. Enrique is a friend of mine. What did he tell you?
I honestly don't remember at this point.
What did Lunu tell you? How did you even find them?
Lunu believes you are blackmailing him.
Lunu is a criminal.
I understand that. I do not believe his dirty, dirty mouth.
I think we need to start from the beginning. What are you doing here with all of these children in the jungle? You're following me. Why?
Why are we following her?
We are following you. Because, for one, why would you leave the city at a time like now?
So you followed me to interrogate me.
This isn't an interrogation.
Well, you want to know my business?
So, you're here on business.
Business? Personal? Either way, it is none of yours.
It is now.
I beg to differ. Unless you mean it's because you put yourselves in danger. Iolite. Pebbles. What are you doing? This is dangerous.
If you care about Ayla as much as you say you do, why have you never told her that you go to the Feywild?
For protection. Everything I've done is to protect you.
Is that why you bring runic weapons to the Feywild?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Eldon's gonna look over at Kethra, remembering that she told us about that bag and the stuff that she put in.
And Catherine's gonna go, "What's in the bag, Melpomene?"
Again, none of your business, children.
Well, I already know.
Well, then why are you asking?
Because we wanted to give you a chance. We wanted to talk to you as people. We wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt that Ayla would, because we do care about you. Ayla cares about you. We wanted to hear your side of the story before we decided what we thought was really happening.
It looks to me like you've already made up your mind. Why didn't you bring this up earlier?
If we had made up your mind, we wouldn't have followed you. We would have just ended it.
Ended it how?
How do you think?
Wait.
Kethra holds no fucking punches. Jesus Christ.
We would have taken that little purple bag full of runic weapons. Given you a chance.
That's one way.
She looks at you, Ayla, and she steps forward. I didn't tell you about this because the Feywild is a dangerous place. And you had in your mind that there's something special about you. So you go and talk to Lulu.
It has been calling me back ever since that day.
No, it hasn't, Ayla.
I've heard it.
No, you haven't. The Feywild doesn't call anybody back.
I've heard them. I've heard them laughing. I've seen the lights.
And this is why I've never told you. What did Lunu say to you? Exactly.
I don't know, he was concerned of some sort of blackmail and something about a very powerful runestone of charming.
Well, what I can say to you is that I'm sorry I never told you. But I did it to protect you. Because you have been on this foolhardy mission, thinking that the Feywild chose you. And it's going to get yourself killed. You can't go traipsing into the Feywild with no plan.
It has happened before.
It did.
Will they not
And
take
the
care
only
of me again?
reason why you are here is because I took care of you.
And you did not pull me out of it.
Ayla Myrea.
You've been watching Ayla for quite a while, haven't you?
Ayla, you have been believing that you are special. That you are special because the fairies called you. You are not. And that was going to get you killed. You are not special, Ayla Myrea. They didn't call you. If it hadn't been you that night, it would have been anyone else. But it just happened to be you.
Then why keep her away?
Because when she was a little girl, she came in to the portal.
Then why didn't you tell her that you sent her home? Why make her believe you were strangers when you first met?
Wait a minute. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Ayla, the fairies sang a song and you were a child and you followed it. And you came into the portal. And they danced with you and sang with you. And you were their plaything. You were my plaything. Because you are not special. You are just someone.
She is special. She is special. She's one of us.
So special that you made her the star of your establishment, though.
Yes.
Hmm.
You are a special person. Don't get me wrong. But this mission of yours to go find out the Fey realm and find out what happened because you are special, you have been called, no, you were unlucky. But because I claimed you, you were able to leave. I let you go. I let you go home. I had to pull in some favors, but I protected you. And then I
Protected
sent you
me
back.
from.
Do you think the fairies would have let you come home if I hadn't trampled all over them, essentially, and said, no, this is mine? Ayla Myrea, I asked you your name. You were 4. I got your name first. And then I let you go.
When you say you claimed her, what does that mean exactly?
There are rules in the Feywild, which is why you would never survive.
We don't want to go to the Feywild.
No, you don't.
We just want to know
What
why.
if I go back with you now?
To what purpose? You don't belong there, Ayla.
Then why do I feel compelled, drawn to it?
I will tell you a story. She looks at you, Kethra.
Kethra goes.
She smiles.
Kethra goes like this.
Oh, right.
Kevin's got an attitude. Sorry.
Before I tell you this story, I want you all to know that my business is none of yours. And so I would appreciate it if you would keep your mouths shut about any business that Lunu may or may not have said. He has his own motives. You are young, and you do not understand.
I do understand one thing. We don't take orders from you. We're not your theater company.
Thank you, Kai.
Give us a reason. Maybe we will. Maybe we go back to Stoneforge. Tell him that the Starlight owner is dealing in runic weapons. Or give us a reason not to.
I will tell you what you want to know about what happened while you were gone.
That's not what I said. You're talking to all of us, not Ayla.
Oh, I am talking to Ayla. And Ayla alone.
So we're just invisible here. None of our questions matter.
Kai steps forward.
Yes, you are.
I step between her and Ayla. Mel, why are you trying to get a runestone? Why are you trying to get past resistance to charms? Why are you trying to charm people?
It is none of your business.
We're making it our business.
Ayla is my business. She's all of our business.
This has nothing to do with
She doesn't
Ayla.
belong to you anymore.
She never did.
She takes a step back towards the portal. Ayla, I don't know who you've surrounded yourself with, and I don't know why. After all this time, you will allow yourself to be manipulated by a group of children.
Call us a child again, Melpomene.
Kai starts to
Call me a
flame.
child again. Don't call
With
us
short
children.
tempers.
I have a feeling that Ayla's been manipulated for a long, long time.
She has.
It started with you.
You know, I always found it funny that her sister went missing outside your theater.
It was not funny.
Hmm.
It was incredibly sad.
Funny timing how you found her shortly after, though, wasn't it?
You believe this. Now they are accusing me of murder, abduction, slavery.
How would you know?
How would I know what?
What would happen to her sister?
Everyone knows. They cap them. They sell them.
Did you know that she still lives?
She.
She is part of what is happening here.
She who?
In Chiron.
No?
You did not know this.
Kai's still flanking.
You never told me.
I've only recently found out.
No, I did not know. This is good news, I assume.
Not if she is partly responsible for taking the Guardians, and the abominations are happening. Perhaps, whatever it is you're doing, can be beneficial in protecting this island, stopping whatever this rift that Yamari has opened, closing it.
The magics that are connected to the runestones, they range in power. The more powerful, the much more difficult to get, and the much more difficult to manipulate. I have no interest in this rift. It only makes it Yamari Island the same as anywhere else. This is not my business.
The people who live on the island could use those weapons. and
This has
runes.
nothing to do with me. Take it up with the guard. Take it up with the military.
So, we should tell them about you, is what you're saying.
You do what you need to do. I have my home. I can either tell you, or I can leave.
Perhaps you can tell me and we can help each other.
Perhaps. But not while I'm feeling threatened by your new friends.
Perhaps we should all just calm tempers and be cool.
Step out from behind me. She would not have let you get between her and that portal, by the way.
Yeah. You just
Like on the side.
yeah, going to the side.
This goes nowhere, Ayla, unless you can tell these folks to move away.
Everyone step back 2 paces.
How about you all step close to your friend? And away from me.
Kyle, step just into her eye line more, but not next to Ayla.
I will not tell you any of my business with runestones. It is none of your business, and you have no reason to know. But if you would like some answers, and can promise me that you will all just let me be, then I will tell you what happened, how you came back, and even why you have those scars on your back. Special Ayla and her wings.
Let us hear what you have to say.
You hear nothing unless you make promises.
Ayla, she hasn't told you in over 20 years.
To protect you.
You can't
Because-
trust anything she says.
I know you. And you again, looking for all of these signs, you would have followed any pixie or will-o-wisp into death and into the Feywild, where you would be stuck.
How many times in 20 years has she meddled in your fate without you knowing?
Who's to say she ever has?
She already
just
told
saved
you
you.
she did.
Ayla.
Ayla, wake up.
I saved you. I did not meddle. I did not call you in. You followed.
She did not save you. She claimed you first.
That's
Remember
what, we
what
do in
she
the
said.
Feywild. You all, again, completely ignorant to the way these things work. You would not have come home if I had not claimed you.
Perhaps.
Then
it
why
would have
did
been
you
best to stay
leave
there.
Why did I leave what?
the Feywild?
Because I can.
Why would you want to? This place is strange to you. Why become the head of a theater company?
All, again, none of your business. But also, I'm Fey, by nature. This is new and interesting,
Which means she's untrustworthy.
and you have known these people for 10 days.
Somebody who you've
Save
known for
Iolite.
over 20 years has been lying to you the whole time.
And I won't say that I'm angry, Iolite. I'm just disappointed. So call off your dogs, and we talk,
Did she just call us dogs?
or I will
It's a matter
go
of-
to the
it's a matter
Fey
of
realm,
speaking,
and you
Kethra.
can make whatever choice
I'll
you
show
want.
her a dog.
I have found myself thrown into a situation that I very much do not want to be in. With people I never thought I would invite into my room. And yet, in this short time we have been through quite literally life and death. And I have to say, I trust these people more than I have come to trust anyone else. And apparently it turns out that we are special. We are fated, apparently. It is written in the stars. I want to know what happened. If you are causing harm, I will not be part of it.
Ayla, you have spent the past 12 years running, never leaving, but running all the same. Are you making a decision now? And if so, what is it?
I am no longer running. If you will not tell me what happened, then
I will tell you, but I want you out of my business.
if your business hurts this island,
It does not.
then
It
I cannot
has
make that promise.
Nothing to do with this island. It is my business, mine alone.
I am protecting my home as well.
So do you want to know or not?
I just said yes! I thought
But
that was
you're-
clear!
You're not making a promise to her, so I don't know which way. Are you saying yes and you're not going to say anything, or no, you're going to say something?
If these things aren't going to impact the fucking island, and the demons coming out of here, then
What things?
I think the
runic?
question is, do you still trust her after everything that you've found out? That's where the question lies. Does Ayla trust her words, knowing now that since the moment they met, she's been lied to by her?
she wants to. No.
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't trust her.
Okay, but are you going to... Are you saying, yes, please tell me, and therefore I will keep this promise? Or are you saying, I'm not going to make that promise?
I'm not going to make that promise.
Okay. So Melpomene just kind of, she sighs, and she looks at you. I'm disappointed. I would think after all this time that you would trust me to be doing the right thing for you,
You have never told me about any of this.
to protect you.
Protect me. There is no. Not telling me sooner have been protecting me. I would not have been searching. I would not have been following the voices in the night, like you said.
You were convinced that you were special.
And
Ayla,
you could have convinced me otherwise sooner, perhaps.
not the star of the Starlight concert.
I was never looking for that. I was never going.
Yes, you were.
I was not.
Ayla, you stayed. You stayed even though we conversed. You were supposed to be here temporarily. And then you stayed. You did not go after your sister, who is apparently alive. You stayed.
That
You told your mother
was
you would
my
leave
mistake.
because you wanted to be special here.
I got comfortable.
Well,
And it was
You-
fear. Yes, it was fear to leave. I stepped on many boats, many times over the years. One time I actually let the boat set sail. I jumped in the water and swam back. I could never bring it back. That is my fear.
and now you fear finding out what happened to you. Because instead you would choose strangers.
I fear what is happening here on this island. This is my home.
My business has nothing to do with what's going on with this island.
Then perhaps it could assist us.
No, it cannot.
Every weapon that leaves this island, no matter what plane it goes to, could possibly mean another innocent person dead. It means that some soldier out there or some person doesn't have the correct weapon to fight whatever these monsters are. Every single room you take, no matter what you do with them, endangers directly another person
That
on this
is
island.
bullshit.
And
That
who-
assumes that the military uses all of them for good and righteous purposes and that no one else has access to them. Which is incorrect. Which again shows your naivete and ignorance.
So then why bring them back to the Feywild?
None of your
Then
business.
Then what harm
It
is
is
it to
not
tell
your
us?
business. Well,
Who-
you are
who's to
already
say?
threatening my life, so
We
We're
haven't-
not threatening
we
that.
have not
I
threatened anything.
beg to differ.
Who's to say that what is happening here does not spill over into the Fae? If
Then
we
that
stop it here,
That's not my concern either.
you do not care if
I am
these
not
things
a leader.
come
Ayla.
into the Fae, overrun your home.
I see where this is going. And I offered you a chance. This changes things between us. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry you will not get the answers that you sought. I hope that you are able to find your sister and find peace. She's going to wave her hand. A glittering whirlwind of quick energy just spins around her. She pops up just in front of the portal, makes eye contact with you. and
Eldritch
falls
Blast.
back. You can roll to attack. She's going to fall back.
Oh,
into
you're
it.
actually for real gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Nah, miss.
Damn.
And she disappears into the portal.
What was that?
A warning.
Warning.
Does the Eldritch Blast go through the portal into the Feywild? Did you just murk a fairy?
Don't know.
What?
You don't know?
Just killed a high elf or whatever, high Fey elf.
You stand there looking at the It was interesting as she like kind of stood there because it's just a circle of mushrooms, and then but suddenly as she just like fell backwards, it almost like there was like a tear, and she just into it that went right back.
I'll run into that circle of mushrooms.
Are you going in?
I'm running at it.
Okay.
I grab you.
Are you gonna fight against
I'm
her?
gonna try to pull you back.
Strength for strength.
You have
Athletics
you have a
versus
zero
athletics.
I'm. How
Speaking of
close are we?
athletics.
Can we all?
Anyone want to gag me?
I was gonna say, if he's standing right next to her, there's no way he's gonna let Iolite.
Well,
get
Iolite
over.
stepped in front of and in between.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought she was like reaching to.
Strength or athletics? Eight.
7.
Couple of weaklings.
Grab onto Ayla.
Don't you have your thing? If you really want to get to the Feywild.
What thing?
No, I thought you framed it already, didn't you?
Oh,
No, I still have it.
He's the only one.
I should have used that in this
one.
conversation,
you're the
but
only one.
I was not ready for this, and I fucked that whole thing up. So
Wait, do you have exhaustion? Who has a
I
level of
do.
exhaustion?
I
You
do,
both
though.
do.
Oh, you both do?
But then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
still
Yeah,
both have negative.
Well, I didn't know if
Yeah.
somebody did and somebody.
So yeah,
And-
technically it's
So-
7.
You go to
7.
grab onto
Just-
Ayla, and you
She
hold
holds me by the
on,
tail.
hold her back,
I'm just
and what you do notice as you are standing there staring at that portal and like letting Iolite like pull you back, you look down on the ground, and the Starlight's tear is on the ground.
that's the jewel she was
necklace.
wearing.
The jewel and the necklace that she was wearing, as if left for you.
I fall to my knees. I pick it up. And I just start sobbing a lot. Don't look at me, it's ugly crying.
And that's where we will end the session.
Get your mascara running.
No.
Yeah, this is like-
I hope we were the waterproof kind.
Snot bubbles and everything.
It was, but it's
Real-
not. It's
real
not.
ugly
It's
cry.
not magic tears.
Is it like that Kim K version of like ugly crying? Like that?